Yo, 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 what's good? Top of the morning. Top of the morning, everybody, man. Hope everybody have a good, shit, something. Hope everybody have a good, prosperous day. I don't know if y'all commuting, taking y'all kids to school or homeschooling them. I don't know if everybody's commuting to work, getting your day started, getting your coffee, drinking some coffee, doing what you do. But salute to everybody, man. I usually don't go live this early, but shit, I got so much shit I gotta do today, so I figured get a live in real quick. And y'all see the title of this stream is self-explanatory. Is religion to blame? I feel like in some cases it is. I feel like in some cases it's not. Because if you're a Christian and you're not putting that shit off on everybody, uh, it's okay. It's just like somebody being conscious or being spiritual. So what? So that's what I'm saying. There's no diametrical difference from like being somebody that's spiritual and a Christian, because a Christian is going to tell you to go pray about it. Somebody that practice being spiritual, they're going to tell you to go within. So there's really no diametrical difference when I sit back and look at both sides. Royal and Loyal, what's good with you, honey? Damn, it's 5 in the morning out there. God damn. Wow, damn, you early bird get the worms. I feel you. Damn, it's early out there. Shit. Yeah, I figured I go early too. Today I go live early today because I got so much shit I got to do. I got to make so many goddamn runs today. Because I usually don't go live this early. I usually wait until like later in the afternoon. But like I said, I got so much damn shit I got to do today. Uh, much love to you, Royal and Loyal. Much love to you, honey. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, there's really no difference between somebody that's spiritual and a Christian. Because like I said, a Christian's gonna tell you, if you're going through degradation or you facing some hard times in your life, they're gonna say, "Hey man, go pray about it. I'll pray for you." Like I said, somebody that meditates every day, they're gonna tell you to go within and meditate. So there's really no damn difference to me. Once I sit back and look at both sides, and like I said, in some cases I said I feel like religion is to blame. So in some cases I feel like it's not to blame, because I was out and about yesterday, and I'm out doing my route work, and a potential customer walks up to me and say, "Hey, do you have a business card?" I said, "Yeah, I got a business card." She was a nice woman, being respectful. I handed her a business card. As I'm walking away, she said, "Hey, young man, have you found your Lord and Savior?" Me being the troll, me not gonna say I'm a full time troll. Me being who I am, because I have a sense of humor. That's just how I am. I've been like this since I was little. I said, yeah, yeah. I found my Lord and Savior a long time ago. I said that because I'm trying to turn a contract. She took me serious, but somebody like her, she probably honestly believes that she can go around saving people. Like she can get people to believe in what she believes in, and that can save somebody. Just like somebody that comes into consciousness, somebody that wakes up from the illusion, they're gonna go around and say, "Hey man, you got to see what I see." So that's what I'm saying. It's really no. When I look at that shit, it's really no difference to me. And go shopping. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's called living life. I can't give too much. And speaking of this YouTube shit, I can't give too much energy. I figured it out last night. I said, man, you know what? I said, you know what? I said, I'm dealing with pure degeneracy. A bunch of degenerates on this goddamn YouTube app, man. Birds will feather flock together, man. And I realized, I said, man, some of these people, they really have nothing going on in their real life. They really don't have anything. They don't have anything, nothing at all. Period. Somebody that have 5,000 subs, and literally that's all they have. They don't have anything else. They don't have no. They don't have no. They don't have nothing. I think to myself, man, like, I don't want to be in that position to where I'm just on YouTube streaming all day, every day, talking about somebody else, to make myself feel better. I'm not gonna stoop to people's level, man. So like I said, I figured it out. A bunch of degenerates on this motherfucker, man. So I said, hey man, whoever listening, man, hey man, you can make 1,000 videos, because I got a plethora of ideas and different videos I can talk about. Hey man, mention my name one time in one video, man. They ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I'll entertain everything you got coming, man. If you can mention one video and that motherfucker can get 3,000 subs, matter of fact, because I seen a channel last night that had 900 subs and this motherfucker had 100 people in the damn chat watching. I'm thinking to myself, damn. Hey, make one video that's not talking about nobody and have 200 people in your chat, man. Then I'll entertain anything you got coming, bro. Until then, man, matter of fact, go outside and go outside, start a business, feed your family or feed anybody in your neighborhood, and then I'll entertain you. Until then, man, you're gonna be like a roach, a fly on the fucking wall, just waiting to get swatted, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Garrison, bro? Salute, bro. Top of the morning to everybody. No, I can't give you to all my energy. Uh, I can't do it. But yeah, man. Like I said, I don't feel like religion is to blame all the way. I don't feel like it is. I used to blame religion entirely, but I kind of changed my mind because I started realizing, like, hold up, man. These people really just don't know no better, man. It's just like somebody. These people are just, whether somebody's a Buddhist, somebody's a black. I feel like the black Hebrew Israelites, those niggas they the most extreme. They talking about throwing white kids on the wall. They talking about they just some extreme ass niggas, man. That's like a real deal cult. All religions are just cults. Even with some of these YouTube channels, man, they have a cult like following, man. So there's really no difference from somebody going to church every Sunday, listening to some lying ass pastor that's full of perversion, that's a deviant. There's really no difference. Somebody going, like I said, there's really no different from Betty, from old Shirley Mae going to church every Sunday, listening to lying ass Johnny. That's been a pastor 20 years. He's full of deviancy, homosexual on the low, DL brother. There's really no difference. Somebody listening to that nigga for 20 years. A plethora of hours during the day than somebody getting on YouTube listening to one of these niggas on this YouTube platform that's full of perversion, degeneracy, deviancy, just on some DL shit. Like, pick your poison. Who you gonna listen to? You gonna listen to a nigga that's on here all day? That's a motherfucking DL nigga. I go to church and your pastor's a DL brother. Which one's worse? Which one is worse? So you really can't. That's what I'm saying. Is religion really that bad? Is it really to blame? Because you can start a religion, but it's just a foot. You can religiously talk about somebody. So you're not a follower. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. Already living that life. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about leading and never following. I can't follow. Only thing I can do is lead by example. I feel like if you lead by example, that naturally makes you a leader. You can naturally become a leader that way, just leading by example. You can like start doing something. You can start leading a healthy lifestyle, and somebody can see what you're doing and just take notes, and they start doing it. So it's just leading by example, and that's what makes anybody can be a leader doing that. Real shit for sure. But like I said, religion, that's like I said, I feel like it's 50-50. It's 50-50 to blame. Just because you don't go to church and you don't read the Bible, don't mean you still not going to church and reading the Bible, because you can pick up somebody else's doctrine and the way they think. You can shit. Somebody could be on the fucking street corner preaching, and you can just go follow them and pick up their doctrine. You can do the same thing with this YouTube shit. Somebody can be a YouTube teacher, a YouTube gossiper, a messy nigga, a messy female on YouTube, and you can pick up that doctrine. And then next thing you know, you're a part of a church again. Now you tuning in. Now you hitting the cash app. Now you hitting the cash button. There's really no fucking difference, right? So that's like I said, it's religion to blame. Man, I hope it don't rain all damn day. Like I said, in some cases, religion is to blame. In some cases, it's not. You know, 'cause I can count how many churches is in the area I'm in. There's a church down the street down here where I'm at, like a few blocks over. There's another church back over this way that's a few blocks over. So I got like in a small vicinity in this small area I'm in, like in a 2 mile range, I know there's at least 3 or 4 churches that I have seen. Because I know it's one over here, it's a few blocks that way. So yeah, that's about 3 or 4 churches in this area that I'm in. Read this comments. People actually trying to control people through church and religion. Yeah. That's what it's about. It's about control. Because that's why I said a lot of these people that follow religio, that's like, that are Christians, they'll try to put their doctrine off on you and their belief system off on you and try to get you to believe what they believe in. And because like I said, I was out and about. I think this was yesterday. It was 2 days ago, and this woman, she was a potential customer, and she was trying to like basically trying to sway me to believe in her Lord and Savior. Like, no, it don't work like that. But I played her game just because I seen it's an opportunity to make some money. So I played into that shit. When she walked away, I thought to myself, I know damn well she didn't buy that shit. Like, no, I don't believe there's some nigga in the sky. Her Jesus might be a white guy. She probably thought, he probably thinks that his Lord and Savior is a white guy in the sky. That just, oh man, none of that shit. So you mean to tell me your Lord and Savior is sitting in the sky amongst all them chemtrails and he ain't dead? Oh man, do people actually think, man? Do a nigga actually look up in the sky, say they see all that poison in the sky, and think a god or some deity, some nigga is sitting in the sky jotting down prayers on a receipt book? All them chemtrails up there, man. Come on, man. That's fairy tale, man. That's like hocus pocus. So, I don't even cheat. I attend any church built with man's hands. Don't plan on going futures even like the next millennial. Yeah, I ain't been to church. Shit, I can't even tell you. I think the last time I've been to church, I was in Mississippi. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the last time I went to church was I went down there with my dad back in 2014, and even then I didn't want to go. I just went because my dad was begging, like, man, come to church with us. Yeah, it was back in 2015. We all went to Mississippi together. Yeah, and my dad and them, all of them went to church, man. I think it was 2015. It was one of them, yeah. So it's been about 11 years, 10, 11 years since I've been. And before that, I quit going altogether. Like, I see no point in it. It's just like with anything else. Like, how you telling me to go to church every Sunday? They telling people to go vote. Nobody's reaping the benefits from going to church. Nigga, you gotta spend money. I want to make money. So if you want me to worship your fictional God, I need to be compensated. I need to be compensated. I need at least $2,000 to go in and listen to this lying ass preacher talk about a whole bunch of nothing. Read out the Bible like it's a bedtime story. I'm not going into none of these temples of dooms. I'm not listening to none of this garbage. But like I said, most of these Christians feel like they're saving the world. Because when they read the Bible, they see the 144,000, they take that shit literal. So they feel like it's 144,000 of them. They need to go around saving people in the so-called end times. All that shit's nonsense, man. They literally take that shit literal. Like they doing God's work. All I said, that's like I said, they read the motherfucker and say, oh, it's 140,000. I was talking to a pastor one day. The pastor, he told me, yeah, he's talking about the 144,000. He's like, yes, 144,000 pastors that's going to be saved in the end times. I thought to myself, man, what the fuck is this guy talking about, man? I said, he must think he's talking to a complete fucking moron. Like, I'm just an imbecile, man. Like, come on, man. I thought to myself, man, what the fuck? That's allegory, man. What you mean 140? Nigga, That's what I'm saying. That's what these Christians think. They think 144,000 of them is going to be saved in the end times, and they need to go around, propagating the gospel, the spell, all spell sorcery, all spell casting and sorcery, all that shit's diabolical, man. So that's what I'm saying. When you hear a lot of these Christians going around, they'll ask you, "Have you been saved by Christ? Do you believe in a higher power? Has God reached out and touched you?" No, he ain't reached out and touched me. What the fuck? This nigga, what this nigga a pervert? No, I don't want this nigga to touch me. Tell that nigga stay the fuck away from me. tell that nigga stay the fuck. Church is a business. If you attend church and don't put money in collection plate, you a target. I got a video on my Sharks feed. This pastor, matter of fact, it was a plethora of pastors in this church whooping the people in the congregation's asses with belts because they didn't pay no tithes. And then I got another video. I think I took it down, if I'm correct. They pulled one of the members of the church into the office, and they said, "Hey man, we noticed that you ain't been putting no money in the collection plate. You can't attend this church no more." They told dude this, "Hey man," they say, they watch you put money in that goddamn collection plate, because they singled this guy out. Like I said, they pulled him into the pastor's office and said, "We noticed you ain't even putting no money in that plate." They said, "Hey, if this continues to happen, you can no longer attend this church." They told this guy this. Hey man, you got to pay to come here, man. You got to pay to be in this building, man. You got to pay to be saved. Shit. I never even when I did go to church, I never wanted to be baptized. Everybody wants to be. That's the number one thing everybody wants to do. They want to get baptized. All that shit ritualistic, man. Even as an adolescent, I never got the point of eating the daily bread and drinking that juice. But now I know drinking all that shit ritual, all that shit maniacal, man. All that shit. Oh man, fuck all that shit, man. Flip moon on us and try to play mind games with us in these camps. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I feel like but if I'm gonna be realistic, I just feel like out of all of them, between the Black Hebrew Israelites, the Christians, the Mormons, Hindus, Buddhists, Muslims, all of them, I feel like the two most delusional motherfuckers is the Black Hebrew Israelites. They're number one, in Christianity. The two, they're at the top of my list. The two most delusional, man. The two most just out of there, like whack the fuck out, man. Because I was doing a job one day and I was cleaning this Moor's house. No, he wasn't a Moor, he was a Mormon. And I noticed he had a big ass library in the crib. What's up, Bluffy? What's up, Trish? Let me put matter of fact, I don't know if anybody gonna join me. Let me put the link in the chat anyway. I ain't gonna be a period long. Because I got so much shit I gotta do today. That's why I went live this early. I usually don't go live this early. How you been, Trish? But yeah, let me tell you the story. I was doing this Mormon's house. Nice dude, nice family. But before I left, we got to talking about religion. And guess who brought up religion? This guy. He started he pulled out a Mormon. Ain't that what it's called? Mormon, right? Those people that let me look it up real quick. Make sure I'm right. I don't want to be Okay, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, he was a Mormon. Yeah. Yeah, dude pulled out the motherfucking Mormon Bible, and it had a white deity, the white Jesus in the front of the book, with Caesar Borgia in the front of the book. And I was like, who was that? I'm playing dumb at this point, because at this point in my life, I was already done with religion. I already took religion and threw that shit in the garbage. I was already past religion. Like, man, that shit's all trash. That's just nonsense. I'm playing dumb. I said, yeah, man. I said, you know who that is right here? He said, yeah, man. He said, that's God. I'm thinking to myself, man, God damn. And then, like, after I left, he would try to get me to come over to have Bible study with him. But I started ignoring his text messages. I'm not fooling with this guy. This guy, like, he's trying to persuade me to believe in what he believes in. But I'm like, man, I'm not. No, man. I might have lost a customer doing that too, but it's oh well. So I felt like if I would have, went to his house and studied the Bible with him, done all that nonsense, I probably would have held on to the contract. But nah, I'm not doing all that. Fuck all that shit. So I'm going. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, Trish. We still gotta do that one-on-one too. You just let me know when you're free. We can do that one-on-one. So I never liked kitty games. So mind games just piss me off real quick. Waste of time. Yeah, man. Fuck religion. These people too old to be thinking this low out here. It's it's a doctrine that they, it's a form of idealism that they latch themselves on to, that, there's a savior in the sky watching over them, that they're going to be saved one day. There's going to be full out chaos. And because you notice all of them say, like, every time a monstrosity or an atrocity happen, they always say this is biblical. They say that every time. This is biblical, man. It's the end times. Like, nah, man. But this is what I'm saying. They've been sold the ideal of a fucking savior being in the motherfucking sky. Somebody's gonna come and return to save these motherfuckers. This is the way they think, man. So it's easy to follow a doctrine like that somebody's gonna come save you from hell. Think about how many people that we know, died. Like my grandfather, rest in power to my grandfather. A lot of people that I know, left this earth thinking that, Jesus was real, some high, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to get caught up in that shit. A lot of people leave this place, following that nonsense, but more power to them. I'm not, I'm past all that. And people say, when people ask me all the time, True Zone, do you have a belief system? No, I don't have a belief system. I don't believe in shit. I believe in me. Matter of fact, you know what? I believe in me and my kids and my family. That's what I believe in. Other than that, I don't believe in nothing else. I don't have belief systems. I don't follow behind no man, no woman. I don't idolize no man or no woman. I just don't have a belief system. I don't believe in shit. Because once you start believing in shit, it's easily to be manipulated, and persuaded into some shit, and to fall into another trap. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people tend, even when you do, come into consciousness to wake up, so-called quote unquote, get some information, and you can start, and you leave religion alone. It's easy to fall into another religion. It's easy to fall into another way of thinking, because like I said, you can leave religio alone and then become so spiritual. I've met people that's overly spiritual, and they sound no different from somebody that's that's a full-blown goddamn Christian, because they always telling you, hey man, you got to go meditate about it. That's the same thing a Christian to say. A Christian gonna tell you, hey man, you got to go pray about it. Somebody that's hardcore spiritual, hey man, you got to go meditate it. Go within about it. You're a god. We're gods. We're goddesses. All that shit, man. It's the same fucking rhetoric to me. Once I start, dissecting this shit. Hey, what's up there, everybody, man? What's good, man? Top of the morning to y'all, man. I hope y'all have a prosperous day out there, man. I don't know if y'all headed to the job, headed to take your kids to school, or if you're homeschooling them, if you're grabbing your morning coffee, you know. But I figured I go live early because like I said, I got so much shit I gotta do today, man. So I figured I hit this shit early. So I'm surprised. Yeah, people still believe it. But you gotta think though, Trish, we once believed in that bullshit. It's just the fact. The fact is that some people never let it go, and they get peer pressured into staying in the church. You know, it's just peer pressure. Think about how many people they don't want to go to church with their family members, but are forced into that shit. And they don't want to be the weirdo that say, "Hey man, I don't know about this whole Jesus Christ coming to say this 144,000 savior and all this other blood. I don't know about all this shit." They don't want to be looked at as the weirdo, man. What's up? What's up, Black Andy? What's good with you, bro? What's up with you, man? What's up, Grand Rising, man? rising in you. Shout out to everybody. They will come and believe the same thing. All, yep, for sure. It'd be a full blown Christian all over again. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, there's 3 churches in the area I'm in alone. But like I said, who's worse? Somebody that's in the church that's full of deviancy, that's full of perversion, that's a homosexual, that's a pastor, that's lying to the people in their congregation, or somebody on YouTube. You have YouTube preachers too that stand on soapboxes that ain't living righteous, man. You know, shit. I'm very transparent. I'm very transparent, man. Shit. I ain't no perfect nigga. Shit. I don't. I've been to jail a few times in the past. Last time I've been to jail was about 14 years ago. Shit, I ain't got no problem telling people I lived that life before. Shit. When I was 16, I got caught with a damn gun. At the age of 16, that's just because I didn't know no better. And then when I turned 19 and 20, I started that's when I had my first child when I was about 20 years old. 19. She conceived my child when I was 19, my daughter. My daughter's my firstborn, right? And me and my baby moms, we, like I said all the time, we just didn't get along, man. And she was always calling the cops on me. So that just didn't work out. And I ended up going to jail, but the same thing happened to my dad, back in the 90s. My dad was messing with this female, my stepmom at the time. She was cool as hell though, but she was crazy as fuck. And that's crazy how I ended up getting into the same type of relationship my father got in. My father was into back in the 90s. And he was messing with this female, man. Her name was Crystal. Crystal was nice as fuck to us though, man. She was nice as hell to us, but she was always good to me too, man. She was good as hell to me. And I remember times I was sick, and she would coddle me and take care of me. This is back when I was like 9, 10 years old. She treated me just like my mom did, but she was just crazy. My dad, she went and got restraining orders and shit on him. And one time she stabbed a nigga in the arm. He ended up going to jail. She stabbed this nigga like Jason, and he ended up going to jail. I know I'm getting off topic, but I'm just trying to make a point. But I got into the same relationship with my baby moms, and my dad told me, he said, "Hey, son, man," he said, you remember your stepmom, Crystal? He said, your baby mom is just like her, man. You need to get the fuck away from her, man. And that ended up costing me, like, me standing around her. I ended up going to jail for that shit. But I got out. I didn't stay in there long. It was a bullshit case. It was just a misdemeanor. I don't have any felonies, so But I ended up, learning from that and growing from that situation. Seeing my dad go through that, dealing with women, and I had to go through it dealing with women, But yeah, that's like I said, I'm very transparent, man. I ain't gonna be up on my soapbox lying to niggas. Somebody like these other niggas, they gonna lie to you, man. All right, man. Let me read these comments. Mine's I was good, my nigga. What's good with y'all, man? Yeah, man. Salute to Nike. Salute to Nike. Yeah, I believe in me, man. I believe in Troop Zone. I believe in Kentrell. I don't believe in no motherfucking church. I don't believe in no pastor. I don't believe in no imaginary nigga in the sky jotting down prayers on a receipt book. Like I said, if this nigga's in the sky, if your God is in the sky, that nigga dead. If Jesus or God or any of these niggas is in the sky, they gotta be dead. Nigga, the sky stays covered in chemtrails and poison. So how the fuck's he even up there living? Y'all gotta ask yourselves that. So you gotta be careful with that spiritual stuff. Toxic, yeah, it is. Yes, toxic spirituality is just a trap. One thing I learned from YouTube experience, it's a tough amount scheme because one of them is objective to put people down. Yeah, man. But I ain't about to be up here. Every video I do, man, I ain't about to be up here putting people down every video I do, man. Nah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I was listening in to a panel last night, and it hit me. It dawned on me. I said, man, these are a bunch of degenerate people, man. I said, these people are fucking degenerates, man. Degeneracy comes in all shapes, forms, ethnicities, man. I don't give a fuck if you're purple, green, blue, black, brown, yellow. Degeneracy if a motherfucker's a pure degenerate, you just a pure degenerate, man. And it takes if you, oh man, let me get to all these comments. Let me see. What's up, Hurricane, bro? Yeah, man, my nigga Hurricane, man, fuck religion, my nigga. I was in the city the other day, and I seen a ministry out on the corner. They had a big ass billboard set up with Caesar Borgia on the front and say, "Have you found Christ yet?" Passing out little pamphlets and shit, saying, "Have you been saved in these end times?" Thinking to myself, what is the end time? Like that's what I'm saying. I've heard that all out my life. What they said, we're living in end times. What the fuck is that? What does that mean? Think about that. What does end times mean? What end time? The end of time? What? If we know time's a fucking illusion and time is not real, is man made, how can they end time? How can they say, hey man, your time is up, it's over with? Who nigga, what? That don't even make sense. We're living in the last days. Nigga, this earth gonna be here. This earth has been here for, I can't even put a so-called time stamp on how long this place has been here. It's gonna be here long after I'm gone. If I come back a so-called million years from now, this earth still gonna be here. So what the fuck they say? What do they mean when they say we living in the last days? You need to find Jesus, nigga. What? I don't need to find nobody but myself. Only thing I needed was lead me and myself, me and my family in the right direction, man. So I've been hearing that all my life too. So yeah, somebody lying. So I'm saying, what is the end times? Like the end of what, nigga? We're living in the last of days. Y'all need to find God. God is coming. I see that a lot in these comments too. They say Jesus is returning. He's about to return. But nigga, you're gonna be waiting. That's why I call God a deadbeat. That's why I made 2 different videos calling God a deadbeat. They say, hey, Christ is about to return. This nigga, little Johnny boy been saying that about his dad for 10 years too. My daddy gonna return one day. Johnny boy, like I said, he been waiting at the screen door for 10 years for his daddy to return. This nigga been making promises that's never came to fruition. Hey son, I'm gonna come pick you up and play baseball with you. We're gonna throw the football together. I'm gonna spend time with you. I'm gonna take you to Chuck E. Cheese. We're gonna spend that father son time. We're gonna get that time, man. The same thing. Jesus has promised all his followers all this goddamn time. I'm gonna return, bring you liberation, and take you back to heaven with me. Nigga ain't returned. We ain't seen this nigga in 2,000 years. The only thing we've been seeing is images of this nigga. That's it. Just like Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy's mama. Johnny Boy's mom got pictures of his daddy all throughout the house. Got a picture of this nigga hanging on the wall saying that's your dad right there. He gonna return. He said he gonna return and come pick you up. Same thing with this nigga Caesar Borgia or the Black Jesus or whatever you want to call this, Yeshua, whatever this nigga is. These people got pictures of this nigga hanging all throughout the house. Deadbeat ass nigga. He gonna return one day. Waiting on this nigga. He ain't came back, picked the kids up, and did nothing. This nigga, he ain't came out the sky to pick the kids up, take nobody to heaven or nothing. Oh shit. The devil may cry. May Christ. Yeah, man. For idiocy, man. Yeah, why this nigga need my worship? If this nigga's the Almighty, if God is the Almighty, why the fuck does he need me to worship? If I'm Almighty and I'm powerful and I'm the all knower, I don't need nobody to worship me. It's like this nigga needs attention. God is one of them goddamn celebrities. This nigga needs attention. Yeah, I spell backwards. It's all dogmatic religion. Yep. And so yeah, you're right, Royal and Loyal. Every apostle to religion, all that shit's the same, man. But like I said, y'all put a 1 in the chat if religion is to blame. I'm saying it's 50-50. I'm not saying it's entirely to blame, but I'm saying it plays a major part, uh, in the indoctrination and keeping people submissive, man. Keeping people, walking with blindfolds on. But like I said, the more that I see the world through a different lens, man, I just know there's really no difference between somebody that attends fucking church every Sunday. I goes to Bible study Wednesday. I goes to church Thursday. There's somebody that gets on this goddamn YouTube, listening to a fucking YouTube preacher, a YouTube teacher, you know. Said Catholic have LGBTQ pastors. Yeah, what's his name? He LGBTQ too. What's his name? I ain't gonna mention his name, but he a DL brother too. Hey, if you listen to man, I got that. Look, man, I got that audio, man. I got that audio, man. There's no way. Look, man. Look, check this out, man. All this entertainment shit to the side, man. There's no way in hell that I will be on a live stream talking about my genitalia to another man. There's no way I will be on a live stream talking about my talking about my private areas to a known homosexual on a live stream. There's no way. No, that's creepy. That is creepy, man. That is cringe. Man, like what are you people out here doing with y'all lives, man? There's no way me being a straight heterosexual male that I'm gonna be on any of these YouTube platforms talking about my private area if it's circumcised or not to a homosexual man. That's just not happening. That's just not happening, man. But these are the guys that y'all want to follow. Y'all people want to go follow behind, homosexual DL brothers, man. That's who's running this YouTube shit. Police ass niggas and homosexuals. That nigga over here having church over there. That nigga's a full blown a homo thug. I realized I said, man, nah, that's too. I can't win against the police, and I can't win against the LGBTQ community. I'm not winning again. You can't win against them. The TD Snakes and Eddie Long, and what's his name? Creflo Dollar, Closet Fruitcakes. It's another nigga that's a closet fruitcake. He's a known closet fruitcake. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. That nigga. Man, when I heard this footage, I went back and listened to the footage. I said, "Ain't no way that man just said that about. Ain't no way this man he's up here articulating his penis to a fucking another man, and then another and then articulating his penis to a homosexual, and then saying, hey, telling a homosexual, we got a tender dick and we got another tender dick male, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I don't even feel right saying that. But then you want to go, man, fuck. Then you want to go around calling everybody else gay. But you on the live stream talking about we got another tender dick male on the live with us, man. Come on, bro. Come on. You got. Come on, man. These niggas crazy, man. That's why I don't follow behind nobody, man. I don't follow behind nobody, man. You gotta be very meticulous on who you get your energy to out here, man. Like I said, I know for a fact I can't win against police and I can't win against LGBTQ, the LGBT community, because that nigga got the whole LGBT community behind him over there, man. I realized that. The whole rainbow community. So now they yeah. All them pastors are some fucking fruit pops. I told you that one time that one pastor, the devil may be jelly bean fruitcake too. I told y'all that one time that one pastor he was trying to sleep with somebody that I knew just because they paid his light bill. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, ain't no winning, man. If when when punks and homosexuals team up with each other, they make a rainbow coalition. You can't stop that. Think about how many people that are misogynistic for full blown homo. Man, listen, man, listen. That's what I'm saying. I'm not homophobic. I just don't like motherfucking transsexuals and these fruit pops that try to come into these communities and throw their weight around. Like, hey, hold up, man, get the fuck out of here. We got a lot of misogynists when it comes to these homosexuals, man. And we got a lot of liars and frauds. This might be some gender friendly, make my stomach. All that shit cringe, man. All that shit cringe, man. Eddie Long, damn fool. Eddie Long's a pastor, right? Yeah, because they passing around diseases, man. My my baby mom's dad was a full blown, he was a cross dresser. He used to dress in drag. Like, she used to show me pictures of her dad dressed in drag. And he, towards the latter days of his life, he had AIDS. He contracted AIDS uh, from, dwelling in homosexual activities, man. And, ain't no telling how many people he gave that disease to, from him indulging in that. He used to dress. He came to pick my daughter up one night, man. My daughter was just like an infant, a baby, man. So I didn't want my daughter going to his house, but my baby mom's like, that's my dad. You can't do that. But he would come over to the house with lipstick on and a fucking wig, and that shit was disgusting. I couldn't even look at him. Sometimes if I knew he was coming, I would leave, go get in the car, and go somewhere and come back, because I couldn't stand to look at a man, walking around looking like that. Like, man, that shit was disturbing, my nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. But he died of AIDS though. I remember, like I said, the latter days of his life. I remember riding by his house because sometimes I would have to ride by his house, and he'd be sitting on the front porch. I'm talking about he would just look dead because the AIDS disease overtook him. So I'm saying, a lot of you, if y'all out there, if you a homosexual, trans, or you dress in drag, man, and you out there, passing on disease to other man, you a diabolical motherfucker, man. And then you getting on this YouTube shit. How I'm gonna take you serious if you confused about your sexuality. If you confounded about your sexuality, how the fuck am I gonna take you serious about any type of knowledge, any type of information? I'm not gonna be able to take you serious because you already confused about your whole life. You potentially out here passing around diseases. You wanna put your private area into another man. It's not meant for that. My dick is meant to go into a woman's vagina. It's not meant to. You want to put your private area where somebody defecates from? That's disgusting, man. Y'all niggas is living foul out here, man. Whoever promotes that shit, whoever stands behind that shit, you a sick motherfucker too. You just a sick motherfucker. All right, let me get back on this. Okay. So is everybody in the chat homophobic? Buenos dias. Saw the title. Religion is to blame. So everybody's in agreement that religion is to blame. Do y'all feel like religion causes homosexuality too? Do y'all feel like it stems from that too? They're long dead. So I'm a homophobic because my governor of Michigan made it a federal offense to misgender someone. Somebody miss one of y'all favorite content creators misgendered my daughter the other day. This sick ass nigga, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Fuck that nigga, man. I don't even want to mention that guy's name, man. That guy, he ain't worth it. He's a degenerate. That's what they do. Hey, what's up? I don't know if what's up, Texas, bro? What's good with you, man? What's good? What's good? On average Joe. What's good? Live and learn. What's good? Enots. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody, man. People be swapping spit. It's way too many folks. It ain't safe. It's not. No, it's not a healthy situation. Because, like I said, I knew somebody that contracted the AIDS disease, the AIDS virus, from indulging in homosexual activities. You know, that shit. That's just not right, man. That like, I feel like a woman being with a man being with a woman, vice versa, creates balance. If you got two men together, that's not a balance. Like I said, who wants? Who that's what's sexual about putting your I don't even want to say it, putting your private area into a place where somebody defecates at, that somebody shits from. That all that shit's disgusting, man. That's just diabolical, man. That should be a fucking crime in itself, to have two men coming together. That's gross, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. And I don't got that's what I'm saying. I don't have no respect for somebody that's confused about their goddamn sex. Like, if you a man and you going around talking like a woman, it's like you want to be a woman. Why would you want be a man? Why you want to be a woman? I've been hearing some of these cross dressers sounding like women. Like, man, that's disgusting to me, man. That's gross, man. If a nigga walk running around sounding like that, man. Yeah, bro. I remember back when I was in high school, Hurricane, bro. I had a job. I had a job at Taco Bell, right? And it was a fucking cross dresser that worked with us, man. This nigga, he would come in with a wig on. He would come in with tissue inside of his bra, trying to make it like he got tits. And then me and my coworkers, I'm in high school. I'm like, man, I would tell my manager, hey, man, don't put that thing nowhere near me, man. I was like, man, because that motherfucker come by me trying to sound all like a woman and shit. Like, man, this is disgusting, man. Motherfucker had big old broad shoulders. I said, man, me and my coworkers would sit there and rag on that motherfucker all day. Like, bro, why they hire this nigga, man? It was good with you, bro. It was good. Like anything was good. Compromise, they got him pills. Get it tested, but she kissed Magic Johnson. I think the pills is blue. What's up? What's up, Bronzeberg? What's good with you, doggy? They hide in church. To company diversity, bro. I was in high school, bro. I was like, man, it's some diabolical shit. I said, why they hide this motherfucking thing up in here, man? That nigga would come in every day, bro. I think we made that thing quick. Now these niggas up on YouTube channels trying to persecute straight heterosexual man for I got a cold motherfucking cross dresser, a fucking flaming fag trying to diss me for who I decided to lay with. I laid down with a woman. I ain't lay down with no motherfucking with another man. I laid down with a woman, nigga. All y'all, these niggas nasty, man. Yeah, peace to all. Shout out, man. Religion, man. Hell, LGBT. Damn. Yeah, the chat booming. What's up with y'all, man? Yeah, they hide in the church. The pastors be the fucking deacons. All them niggas be gay too. Chilling at work. That's what's up, bro. If y'all getting your paper, man, get your paper, man. Get your money, man. And shout out Roy and Lord, man. Read your comments real quick. Everybody hit the like button too for me. Hit that like button. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was disgusting, bro. Diabolical from the pits of hell. The cross dresser, the LGBTQ. That's what I'm saying. You can't win. You can't win against the LGBTQ community, man. Ain't no winning against that shit, man. How can a nigga get up on a YouTube platform and try to spread any information or awareness, and this nigga confused about his sex himself? That's what the end times mean. Masses being freakily out of order, freakily, heavily. Yeah, man. bro, under no circumstances would y'all ever hear me get on this guy. Would y'all ever hear me up on a panel with another man articulating the way my penis looks? Let alone another man, let alone having them fucking transsexual, fucking homosexual up on a panel talking about my penis size, bro. There's no way in hell, man. There's no way in hell. We got supposedly, and I quote, married man with kids, with sons, upon a YouTube platform, articulating their dick size to a very well-known homeless cross-dresser. You can't make this shit up, man. Once I heard that video, I was like, man, it's over with. I said, man, I can't. I said, I'm not ready to entertain this guy. I said, I'm not entertaining this guy no more, man. Let me ask y'all man in the chat a question. If y'all were married man, if y'all had a girlfriend, a baby mama, etc., and y'all baby mamas, wives, anybody heard y'all talking about your penis being uncircumcised or circumcised to a known cross-dresser, put a one in the chat. Matter of fact, put a one in the chat if that's suspect for another grown man to be articulating to a cross-dresser how their penis looks. And then this nigga told the cross-dresser, hey man, we got another tender dick. Pause when I say this. He told the cross-dresser, we got another tender dick straight man over here with us. Come on, bro. These niggas nasty, man. These niggas nasty, man. Under no circumstances, this nigga said, hey, we got another tender dick one over here. He told the cross-dresser that. Man, who these niggas think they fooling out here, man? The dude looks sick. He low key, nigga. You look sick, nigga. Dude probably got HIV, nigga. You look, nigga. When you be coming up, bro, you look sick, nigga. All that punk shit you've been doing over the years, nigga. You look. Oh man, these niggas crazy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. I was gonna play the video over here, man. I was gonna put it up yesterday, but I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna stoop to that level, man. That shit's some degenerate shit, bro. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, once I heard that shit, bro, I was like, nah, man. I was like, this. I said, no, man. I said, what's wrong with these guys, bro? I was like, bro, how can you look your son in the? I wouldn't be able to look at my son in the face and say, hey, son, I look like, bro, you got a son, my nigga. You got a son, bro, and you own video. There's foot, nigga. I got the footage, nigga. You literally telling the fuck, bro. What are you doing? Uh, what's up with you? What's up with you, Crystals? What's up, Country Ray? Yeah. What's up with you, bro? What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all, fellas, man? Yeah, shout out to Hurricane JW, man, for reaching 900. Yeah, everybody make sure to go sub up to Hurricane JW's channel, and y'all go sub up to Bronzeberg. Shout out to Bronzeberg too. He just reached 900 subs too, and go sub up to Mind's Eyes channel too. He got some good content. Everybody sub up to each other. Sub up to Royal and Loyal. Sub up to Living. Everybody got wrenches in the chat, so y'all can all sub up to each other, man. Yeah, they acting reckless, man. Say, bro, my BM don't like to hear that type of shit. She really going to think I'm on some faggot shit if I get offended. I don't know, fam, the truth. Nah, bro, I'm just saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna play the video, man, but I'm not gonna do it, bro. I'm not gonna do it, bro. I might put the link on my community tab. Y'all can go listen to that shit, but I'm not putting that shit up over here, bro. Once I heard that shit, I was like, man, I'm not going back and forth with these guys, man, with these homo thugs, man. They real deal boondock on some boondock shit. Do the homie. I was like, nah, bro. Once I heard dog say that, dude said we got another tender dick, another tender DICK fell over here with us. Told the crossdresser that. Talking about your genitalia to another man is crazy work. But talking about your genitalia your penis, your private areas to a cross dresser, that's diabolical, nigga. That's detrimental, nigga. There's no coming back from that. I don't give a fuck. You can make 1,000 videos to try to cover that shit up, bro. There's no coming back from that. You can say I lay with this and lay with that and do this and do that, nigga. You saying that alone at your own mouth, there's no coming back from that, bro. I don't give a fuck what you do, what you say. There's no, bro. That video is forever gonna be on YouTube of you saying that, bro. There's no coming back from that, bro. And you lucky I couldn't play that fucking video last night over there on Q's panel, bro. You lucky I couldn't play that shit, bro. If you, I know you listening, nigga. You lucky, nigga. You lucky, nigga. You lucky I couldn't play that shit over there, nigga. Yeah, but back to the topic though, man. Fuck religion, man. So Alma, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? Shout out to the gorgeous So Alma. Yeah, man. So okay, I'm gonna ask this question again since we got more people in here. Do y'all feel like religion has been more of a detriment to society, or more of a benefit to society? If y'all feel like it's been more of a detriment, put a one in the chat. I'm asking a nonchalant question. I'm asking a question I already got the answer to. I feel like it's been more of a detriment. But like I said, I feel like I can't blame religion entirely because me, me seeing the world for what it is, seeing this place for what it is. Religion is just it's just another weapon that is used, man. That's utilized by the status quo. And like I said, to any of y'all, the things that your Lord and Savior is sitting in the sky amongst them chemtrails, you a moron. Real talk. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm looking at the sky the other day. I'm looking at all these goddamn chemtrails in the sky. Whatever some people feel like they're not chemtrails. I don't know what the fuck they are, but I feel like it might be poison. I'm looking up in the sky the other day. I'm looking around it like it's society, and I'm seeing all these churches. I'm thinking to myself, ain't no way in hell a nigga think that their God is sitting up in that goddamn sky amongst all that goddamn poison up there. I thought to myself, nigga, if somebody think that's realistic, nigga, that if their God is that nigga must got some strong ass lungs. That nigga got that nigga just like how we smoke blunts and smoke black and mild. Some people smoke cigarettes. That nigga must got cancer on another level. If your God is sitting up in the sky, breathing in all them goddamn chemtrails, that nigga he must got lungs. Yeah, fuck the Pope. That nigga the Pope can rest in peace. I mean, not rest in peace, rest in piss. The Pope can rest in shit. The Pope can RIS to the Pope, rest in shit. So religion doctrines keep people from doing all evil and madness without regard and regrets. So you saying, mine's like you saying religion somewhat keeps people in check. So somebody that's a Christian, they feel like, hey, I don't want to commit no sins. Even though I know I want to commit sins, I don't want to do it because they're gonna be held accountable. That's what you're saying, bro. The UK and Bill Gates got approved for a project to dim the sun. Yeah, they some freaks, bro. Christianity is a form of mental illness. Yeah, it is, bro. I agree with that. So, on average, Joe said religion is a man-made and fallible. It's inevitable that man will pervert and convolute a movement he sees fit to be self-serving by brainwashing. Yeah, I agree with that. Total hypocrisy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. more adrenochrome and breadsticks. Damn. You crazy, Hurricane, bro. World simulation, a tool to test psyops and control people's mind. Yep, full of psyop, man. Swollen green type executive orders. The creator definitely has a cancer creator. It's poison all solutions. Yeah, I agree with that. That nigga do got cancer, bro. That nigga got cancer, bro. That nigga sitting up in the sky with all them guys. If your creator, that nigga must got, like I said, he must got some motherfucking, he must got some strong ass lungs, nigga. His lungs got to be impeccable for him to be sitting up in that goddamn sky amongst all them chemtrails breathing that shit in, man. Unalive for blood. That's how that Pope died. Fuck that nigga. That nigga can rest his shit. What's up, Quentin Emerson, bro? What's good with you, my G? Yeah, everybody hit the like button for me, man. I just don't fool with religion, man. I don't fool with none of it, man. I don't, man. I just like I said, man. Nobody's coming to save nobody, man. Ain't no Yahweh. There's no all that. I feel like all that shit just make believe, man. It gotta be make believe, bro. Think about it. We put here, we come here. How we come here? Some people say we incarnate here. Some people feel like we live multiple lives here. I'm along the lines of we live multiple lives here because we're just energy. Energy can't be destroyed nor created, and that's proven. If you got energy, energy just goes from one source to another source. It goes from one. So once my spiritual energy leave this body, I'll go do something else. I can go into another body. It's a reincarnation cycle. I feel like, So each life I come in this motherfucker, my last life here, they might have had a different religion. I don't know what it might have been. This life is Christianity. We dealing with Abrahamic religion. Think about it. We come here as babies, and then we become kids, and then our parents fall under the spell of religio, and then they put that shit off on us. So it's a never-ending cycle. Some people never break the goddamn chain. They never take the chains of religion off. Shit, that shit's a heavy chain to take off, man. You know, uh, so we come in this motherfucker, and we believe in that somebody in the sky is gonna come save us, and if we don't repent and beg for forgiveness, we're gonna be casted into a eternal lake of fire. That in itself is diabolical, nigga. Like as a kid, I was like, damn, how the fuck? Why? I remember being 10 years old, and my like everybody around me saying, hey, if you don't, you gotta. If you commit sins, you gotta beg for forgiveness. Why I gotta beg this nigga for do? Why I gotta beg for forgiveness for stealing the candy bar out the stove? So I gotta go repent for stealing the fucking candy bar out the motherfucking store? Where you got motherfucking oligarchs and aristocrats and these Luciferians stealing kids, literally stealing kids, stealing body parts, digging up graves and stealing organs. When we die and leave these goddamn bodies, we go into the goddamn morgue. They taking our organs out of our bodies and eating the motherfuckers, so they ain't got to go repent for that. Only the slave got to ask for forgiveness. I bet the Pope punk ass ain't asked for forgiveness. I bet that nigga never asked for forgiveness. That nigga ate 100 hearts. He done ate 1,000 legs during his lifespan. The Pope ate 1,000 legs. This nigga touched on a man. I don't want to say it like that, but this nigga he pinched 1,000 baby butts. He ain't asked for forgiveness, but I gotta ask for forgiveness because I ain't paid my light bill on time. Get the fuck out of here. The Holy Ghost. The Talmud says okay to great children. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This nigga, that's just gross, man. That is some. I see. That's like pure monstrosities. That's like atrocious. That's like, man. That's some sadistic ass shit, man. I seen the Pope on a picture, you know, basically trying to give a baby fellatio, man. And you gotta think all those fucking those what's the name of them motherfuckers? Those Ashkenazi Jews. That's a religion for them, man. That's disgusting, man. They don't ask for forgiveness. They don't. Man, like nigga, bro, once I found all that shit out, that's when I knew then we lived in hell. Nobody can't tell me this ain't hell right here. Nigga, hell's not a place where niggas is burning. Nigga is burning right here. Motherfuckers say it all the time, man, I'm living in hell. A nigga can be living in a 1-bedroom roach ridden apartment, like, man, I'm living in hell. Somebody call me, hey bro, how you doing, man? I'm living in hell, bro. My apartment full of fucking cockroaches, man. I can't pay my bills. Nigga, no man. And shout out to the HOTC House of True Consciousness. Y'all in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Sir Drop tried to recruit me a long time ago. Hey, shout out to Sir Drop. Yeah, that nigga, he tried to recruit me into the HOTC, man, when he heard me over there on Charles Waz's panel, man. Andism. No, I never heard of that, bro. I never heard of that, but like Indian. Never heard of that. I'm trying to read all y'all chats. Yeah, he is a narc. Infinite. Yeah, I do feel like that we are infinite, man. We're what they say, to infinity and beyond, man. I feel like I don't feel like I know for a fact we are, man. I feel like there is so-called life after life, if that makes sense. That we're energy, man. Energy can't be destroyed. They can't destroy our energy. Your energy, your spiritual energy, your soul, your source, your whatever you want to call it, that can never be destroyed, man. Never. The physical flesh, this body, can be destroyed. But your spiritual energy, your essence, no, that can't be destroyed, man. It just transmute into something else. I could be wrong, but I'm along the side because I feel like the Bible points towards that too. I'm not a Bible thumper. Fuck that Bible. But all throughout history, like even through propaganda, via propaganda and TV programmings and TV shows and stuff like that, points to the fact that that we're infinite beings and that we can't be destroyed. Our spiritual essence can't be destroyed. We come in this motherfucker life after life after life, multiple lifetimes here, man. It's a belief and anism is a belief that all living beings, including plants, animals, and all objects like rocks and water, possess a spirit or a soul. So they're saying like rocks and water have souls and spirits. I mean, that could be true. You could say your water is a spirit. I mean, that could be true. If God is real, he gonna catch these hands. Yeah, fuck that nigga. God's a deadbeat. That nigga God ain't shit. The nigga God ain't saved nobody. The Pope passing, claiming it symbolizes the end of religious control. So you saying like so Trish, you saying that it symbolizes like the fall of the Pope, his death, so called, symbolizes the fall of religio? Yeah, you can say that. I mean, you can say that, but because a number of people are starting to leave the church and stuff like that. But even with that being said, if religion does so happen to fall, I feel like it'd be replaced with something else. Because it's just all about control here. It's all about control. I feel like you can come back 2,000 years from now, hypothetically speaking, you can come back in this bitch 2,000 years from now and live out another life. It's gonna be the same old shit. My nigga Mines, what's good with you, bro?
Salutes, fam.
What's good, bro?
I'm slow motion, better than no motion.
I feel that, bro. I feel that, man. Same over here with me, bro.
No doubt, bro. You made me hit the link, dog, because you said one thing that made me think. Can you hear me? Use
So
that
I feel
bullshit.
spark the brain, bro. That spark plug in the
Yeah.
brain, bro. Lit the fuse, bro.
Yeah, man. So I had to tap in real quick and shout out to everybody in chat. Y'all already know. Right, like you said, the energy is transmuted, or we can't be killed, or our energy, right?
Right.
So you could tie it to that term of shape shifting, because we show the fuck shift shapes, right? When you get a new body and all that, right? But
Right.
that's where, look, this is where the cross dressing comes in, right? or the Christ, the Christ consciousness, the Christianity, the religion, right?
Right.
See, because where people knock you out the box, right? You know that's what the cross is, basically. Where people knock
Mm.
you out the box, they knock you out the body, but they can't. This is the whole thing. This is where the K on kill is. It's a silent K, right? And then you end up with ill, as in insane in your membrane, right? Because that's where people are sick and insanity with Christianity, right? You
Right.
think you killed somebody, but you sick in your head. You scared as hell. You wouldn't kill yourself.
Right.
You know? So that's the insanity with people, because no weapon formed against anyone. You see an animal dead in the street, or a damn bug dead in the windowsill, right? Because life is death. Like say, where death happens, that's a right. Say that's a form of us breathing. You know.
Right.
Give me 1 second, bro. I'm here. I'm just in a zone where my signal might cut out on me, so I'm about to mute up for 1 second, real quick.
All right, cool. That's cool, bro. Take your time. Yeah, and I agree with that, bro. When you talk about like, yeah, our energy, our spiritual essence, our spiritual energy can't be eradicated, man. And you know, the status quo, you
No,
know, whoever controls this motherfucking this world, this realm, this reality, matrix, whatever you want to call this motherfucker, they know that, man. They know that for a fact. I was like back when I was a kid, that death used to scare me, you know, because I thought like, damn, we only come here and live once, and that's it. It's over with. If you don't be submissive and you don't be a conformist, you when you die, you go burn in hell. That's some scary shit, you know, to think about, you know, being a kid, and even being a grown up. This is how they keep, you know, religio going through fear. So you got a grown man or a grown woman thinking that they only come here and live one life. They never really studied, you know, quantum physics or metaphysics or none of that shit. They thinking they gonna die and just go burn in hell if they don't serve a deity, you know, a fictional deity, you know. And then, but you know, they do. The Bible do tell them niggas, hey man, hey, if you give your life over to Christ, you gonna have eternal life. What's eternal life is forever, right? So they telling you even then that we eternal. We don't. There's no such thing as an end. There's no beginning. There's no beginning. There's no end. Well, I feel like if there is a beginning and there's just no end. So something can begin, but there's just no end to it. Like with us, we're the beginning, but there's just no end to us. There's no such thing as an end. Just like they say, end times, the end of days, the end of what, nigga? This realm gonna be here. It's gonna continue to be here.
back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, fam. Right? Say the end is the beginning. It ain't no end. It's like, you know, they both the same.
You
Like
said you
say,
said
this is how I look at it. Huh?
you said the
Brother.
beginning and the end. Say it one more time.
Yeah.
I want to know. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh, yep, our end is the beginning, right? Like that's a phrase that I hear that all the time. You know, like say, how they say sleep is the cousin of death, right? Every time we
Right.
fall asleep, right? You starting the new cycle because you gonna go into right, say the next day or whatnot. You know, so the end is the
Right.
beginning. As soon as you right, the start is the finish.
So the start is the finish for sure. And you mentioned like when we go to sleep, they say sleep is the cousin of death. Yeah, man. I be having some vivid ass dreams, bro. To where that shit seem real. Some of my dreams seem realer than this shit here. It might sound odd, it might sound
Talk
outlandish and far
about it.
fetched, but bro, when I be having my vivid dreams, bro, that shit seem realer. Like I said, that shit seem realer than this shit. Like, damn, hold on, I'm living a whole nother life. When I fall asleep, like I'm living a whole nother life somewhere else with a family, and I come here, I'm doing the same shit. It's kind of like
Yeah.
weird.
Ain't that something? That's the holographic part of our existence. You know what I mean? Cause like say like where you go to sleep, where the dream come on, you didn't start it right. You didn't start it up a beginning at the end of your day. You know, this like you know how he broke down that we talked about what Freddy Krueger being the nightmare is, where say long before he was conjured up, the nightmare always existed.
Right.
Right? That's Christianity, the monster under your bed. Monsters Inc.
Right. The
Right,
nightmare. Yeah, for
right.
sure.
Where that little look, where that little dude was getting chased around by the Chucky doll, man. He didn't know that he caught the Holy Ghost. Chucky was only in that doll because he got a hole put in his body, right? He got
Hmm.
shot, right?
Yeah,
He went
they
Holy
showed
Ghost.
they showed us in that movie Child's Play. You right, bro. The energy
Yeah,
can't be
man.
destroyed nor created. He took his spiritual essence. That what's his
And
name?
put it in
What's
a
the name of that?
plastic
What was the name of that
doll.
serial killer? What was
Huh?
his name? What was the serial killer's
Charles
name?
Lee Ray, just
Yeah,
like
Charles
Ray
Lee Roy.
Charles.
Right, yeah, Charles Lee Ray. He took his spiritual essence and put that shit into a doll's body. Just transmuted
Right.
his spiritual essence into a fucking doll. They showed us in that gap. Oh man, yeah, you right.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember exactly what this look, it was Ghostbusters. It was Ghostbusters, the Frozen, the newest Ghostbusters they made, but it was a little red ball of energy, right? They was like they kept it in a right, a little containment canister or whatever, right? But they said if that little piece of energy touched anything, it can be inanimate or it could be you or me. It's gonna
Right,
take you over. Like say if the little red ball of energy was to touch the Freddy Krueger glove, he gonna be walking around in that motherfucker. Like this is how the hand move around on the Adams family, right? You know that single hand.
yeah, I remember that.
This is that. You know what I mean? So it ain't just gotta be the whole body of motherfucker beating right. It be
Right,
done went into a single eyeball and be looking around like whatever that like because this whole world, this is where people fall asleep in it and you think the tree ain't alive, right? You think the rock that's just sitting on the side of the road ain't alive. It is though. That's live ammunition. Like where if I had a slingshot, I pick up that rock and it's gonna be alive as me when I get to aiming with it.
for sure. I agree. Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure. That makes sense. Hell yeah.
yeah, man. And I say I aim and I pull, I let it go, and it's gonna be flying like a bird looking around, but I'm the eyes. You know, like say if I was through the football be flying, but like, you know, I'm the eyes that's on that football where I threw it, and it's, you know, yeah, man, everything here, it can catch the Holy Ghost. You feel me? All you gotta
Right. It
do is
makes you think of that. You said live. You said it's a live ammunition. It made me think of that movie. They live. They live. Who's
mm-hmm.
really alive? Who's really dead and who's really alive? You know. And you said the beginning and the end. It said so a baby is born the same time somebody's murdered. The beginning and the end.
Yep,
So the end is somebody else and the baby is born. That's the beginning, man. Somebody put in the
yep.
chat when you die. When you die and see the light, it's only you coming out of the womb into the world. Everything. Some dies, a baby is born. Yeah, that's what I just said for sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, sir. Right, say yeah, somebody go and somebody come in, like they say, out with the
That's
old and in with the
right.
new.
It's a revolving door, man. It's like a job. Somebody getting fired, leaving their avatar, leaving their body, somebody else coming into another one. It's a recurrent. It's a revolving door coming in this motherfucker. That's what this place. That's what this shit is, bro.
Mm-hmm. Right. If you could think about it, right? Because everybody, whether you know, a happily person where you got content that's just happy and stuff, right? Say everybody is just, you know, it's like I said in the chat, I say it all the time, the devil may cry, right? Look, the devil may cry. The devil may crack, right? And start crying right in front of you. right?
Mm,
You ever seen a motherfucker that crack broke down and
right,
just spilled their guts to you? Like, man, I've been trying to, you know what I mean?
right.
The devil makes a lot of things crack off in this motherfucker. The cracking, right? The crack in the ground under your feet, that shit can be taken away and you take a deep fall, right? Where you find the edge of the earth, Troop Zone. Where you think you can find the edge of the earth, bro?
Shit, bro. I don't feel like I know for a fact this motherfucker is infinite, bro. Just like us, man. If we infinite, this planet of existence, like you said, is living just like us, so it gotta be infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no end to this motherfucker. So I wouldn't be able to pinpoint it. You know,
Okay, I got you, bro.
I feel like
I
I feel
got
like I feel like I know for a fact we encapsulated into like one small jurisdiction. You know, and they
you.
talk about
Mm-hmm.
the outer limits and shit like that. It's like the outer world, like other places, bro. Because ain't no
Word.
way in hell, like, so when they talk about, I don't want to make this shit sound like, you know, too cartoonish or outlandish or far fetched. So when they talk about like aliens and shit like that, other life forms and shit like that, they talking about niggas that look just like us, but just in different places outside of the motherfucking so-called ice wall. I don't know if the ice wall is even there. Who's to say? But I feel like if you do go other places, say it's somebody so called a billion miles away. If we saying the Earth is infinite and it's somebody a billion miles away from us right here on this geographical landmass, I feel like they don't look just like us. They would be considered a fucking alien. We ain't never seen them before.
Word.
It ain't some nigga in a spacecraft or a motherfucking spaceship. They might be driving different type of vehicles a billion miles away from what we drive. They might be we take petrol gas to fill these cars up. They might they might use water. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It might
Say.
sound crazy, but like with the whole like extraterrestrials and aliens and all the other reptilians and all that other shit, man, I don't know about all that. But I do feel like it's people that look just like us, man, doing the same shit in different
Mm-hmm.
jurisdictions, man, different realities, whatever you want to call them, man.
Word.
It gotta be, bro.
I
Some
can
of them might be
agree.
more advanced than us. Some of them might be more advanced than us. Some of them might be more dumber than us. It just depends. But they say new level, new devils.
Hmm. I heard you say I don't want to be like too cartoonish. That's the part that allows us to be creative. You know what I mean? Like you gotta cross that boundary, right? I've crossed it a long time ago. Listen to that word crossed, right? Like say I don't sound like the average person because you know, I let my imagination go. That's the only way. That's the only way you can, like you said, like you don't even know you crossed it, like where you said what you said, right? Um, what sparked my brain up, Like say
But
these are the things where people would say you crazy, but if a person can call you crazy, right, then they been avoiding what you just said. They could have said it a long time ago, but they scared, right? You can't point at me and identify shit on me if it ain't on you. That's why I
but
don't. That's why I don't trip. I can't fight the LGBT. That's what they want me to do. Don't touch me, right? Back the fuck up, right? Stay in your zone, you fucking laughing ass hyenas. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. You know what I mean? It's like watching a crash dummy hit the wall and bust like a damn water balloon. Do your thing. Hey, stay away from me. It's like trying to tell a zombie, right? It's like trying to, hey, zombie, be human again. This motherfucker rotten as fuck, heart falling out his chest. I can't do nothing. You know what I mean?
but
Yeah, I can't fix. They don't even think they broke. Don't try to fix it, right? Crucifix, right? It's like, damn, um, this just what that motherfucker wanted, right? I'm trying to dance with the devil now. Cause if my power ain't strong enough to change the will that's free for them, where this motherfucker done caked itself in makeup, right? Boy, I get done fighting with this motherfucker. All of the shit on him is on me. I'm a fucking clown too with this motherfucker. Right? You gotta mind your business where you do get creative and say different from the others in a way where people will accept it, because it ain't nothing that's really, out there like that. You know, it'll be natural things in the world where people can say, yeah, I'm with that. You know what I mean? Wouldn't be no motherfucker, right? Because this shit is like taking that jump program in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? And ain't none of them motherfuckers gonna do it if that shit ain't in your heart like it's in their heart, right? Motherfuckers shapeshift to talk about you know, they was born inside of the wrong gender or things like that, man. That's the fucking end times, bro.
Mm.
No, motherfucker, that's everybody say crashed up, right? Imagine that crash dummy, because where motherfuckers don't say come together and find a way to make the pen mightier than the sword, then we will all meet in Armageddon on this motherfucker. Right? Because the creator gonna make us come together either way it go. Y'all gonna come together. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna come together in violence or y'all gonna come together in righteousness. Either way it go, this is gonna be what they call the clash of the titans. Right? Look, tight end, where motherfuckers is loose at they backside. Cause they you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what Lucifer is, man.
Mm. He says, so somebody says, so this raises a question to me. Do y'all think everything on this planet is organic? Yes.
Can't live if it ain't. It's gotta have some type of organic matter. Yep. That's where we get, the illusion, because the fakest stuff, it'll make, it'll make people judge. Where you say, oh, that ain't real, or that's fake, that ain't authentic. Check the texture, look at it again. You didn't read that the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yet it is real. That's the illusion within this world. Like, you know what I mean? Say you got the good twin and the bad one. You know,
Right, I was the bad one, bro. They call me the
you a
bad twin.
twin?
Yeah, I'm a twin, bro. I got a twin brother.
Okay, I got a twin mother. My mama's a twin.
That's what's
Like
up, bro.
super identical.
Right. Everybody's listening. Everybody hit the like button. Get this motherfucker up. We got almost 20 people watching. Get
Mash
this
that like
motherfucker up.
button, y'all.
Get this. Hey, listen to everybody, man. Get this motherfucker up to 40 likes. I don't care if you leaving out or coming in. Everybody hit the like button. Get this shit up to 40 likes. Y'all gotta show some love. I don't ask for no paper, no fiat currency, no cash apps. Just hit the like button, man. Just show you support the channel, man. That's it.
Word.
So even the AI you see is organic earth materials. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People say
Mm-hmm.
AI is artificial, and all this electronics is all this is artificial. You can say that, but then you can't say it's organic too, because I feel like this shit has been here, like light bulbs and shit like that. People say light bulbs were created in the 1800s. Cars were brought to fruition in the 1800s. They say that all this shit might be artificial, but no, this shit's been here.
It's
This
been
shit's
here.
been here. It's just being
Yeah.
recycled. You know how they take a movie and they keep recycling the motherfucker. So they might
Mm-hmm.
have Space Jam 1 and 2. They keep recycling songs. You might hear a song
Yeah.
from the 90s and you hear a nigga in 2022 recycle that same, or 2025
Same
recycle the
song.
same song. But they
Yep.
say all around the world the same song. It's the same song. It's the same tune, man. All this shit's organic. It's been here. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said,
Look.
you can reincarnate in this bitch 5,000 years from now. This shit is still gonna be here. It might be you might be on a different timeline. Niggas might be doing different shit, but
Mm-hmm.
this shit's still gonna be here, man. It's always been here. Ain't nothing
Boy.
new.
Hey, look, that's why they made the bins. Bins is short for where you bins, right? BENZ. The Z is sleep. Where you been sleep? Bins.
Beings,
A
damn.
vehicle. Right.
Yeah,
Mass producing of vehicles. That's what they do on this planet.
bro. I chased the Benz for so long. When I got the motherfucker, bro, said, "Where you Benz? Yeah, where you been?" Yeah, that's cool. How you broke that down? But I had one, bro, and I got that motherfucker. I ain't even want it no more. So man, I said, "Why?" That's
Yeah,
why the
that's
fuck. I said, "Man, why the fuck I'm riding around in this motherfucker, man?"
bro. Right. And don't drive too much, right? Because it's like the more we drive, that shit gonna happen. Final destination. If you don't wreck, somebody gonna wreck into you, right? This is where you don't just drive around because you can drive. That's like, where you don't just walk around because you can walk. You know what I mean? Final destination is real. That's what I'm saying to you, man. Right? You can see, like I can see, right?
Hey, hold on. Let me address this bitch ass nigga.
Oh shit.
This bitch ass nigga Blue. He said, "You call my mom white. Said I didn't have brown baby moms. You have a white lady. You went, nigga. So what, nigga? So what does that have to do with the price of tea in China, bro? What are you talking about? I see why you switched on me. You're 40. You're 49. That's my baby moms, bro. I said, hold on. I can't even. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? So you went at me. Well, you going? Why are you still crying about it, bro? What? Nigga, what? So what, nigga? So you switched on me. Hold on, I got it. Okay. You switched on me, laughing out loud. You're 49, bro. I'm not in my 40. I'm 30. You still lost. Laters. So you came up here just to say that, Blue? Matter of fact, hold on. I got something for you, Blue. Get your bitch ass out of here. Go on, take your bitch ass back to Bobby Knight's panel, man. I seen you over there talking, over there cheerleading the LGBTQ community. You know, y'all be so pressed to go against somebody else, bro. Y'all just wanna y'all see somebody else. You'll come over here act like you cool with me. As soon as I, go against something that you said or what you do, bro. You'll try to go team up with somebody else. Oh, look, I knew. Bro, who cares, bro? Who gives a fuck who I lay with, bro? I don't care who you put, bro. I do not care who you procreate with, bro. I do not care who you lay with. I don't care what you do in your personal life, bro. That is on you, my nigga. So you can go cry somewhere else, bro. You supposed to be a kickboxer, but the only thing I ever heard you do is cry, bro. A crybaby ass nigga.
Devil may cry, man.
Yeah, bro. Get your ass on somewhere, bro. So look. This is just what degenerates do. You said this about me, True Zone. You said that about me. Who gives a fuck, bro? Who cares, bro? This is YouTube, my nigga. Who cares? Nigga, when I cut this motherfucker off, Blue, you won't exist no more, bro. Who cares what I said, bro? Who cares? I don't care who you lay with, bro. I don't care who your mom and dad is, bro. I don't care about how many kids you have, bro. I don't care about none of that, bro. That's you, my nigga. I don't care about none of that. Y'all take this shit too, bro. This is entertainment, bro. Then we dropping gems. That's what we here for, bro. We here to drop gems with each other. We're here
Yeah,
to drop
I'm
gems
just
on
trying
each
to
other,
park the mind.
and that's it, bro. I don't. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can go back over there with Bobby tonight, bro. That nigga can make 1,000 videos with me in the thumbnail, bro. I don't give two shits, bro. That's not gonna stop my flow. That ain't gonna stop nothing I got going on because of the degenerate said, oh, he's sleeping with a white woman with BBW. Who cares, my nigga? Who cares what he says? Think about somebody like him. He downs other people for living in. I live in a predominantly white area now. I left the hood, bro. A nigga like him mad because they can't leave the hood. You in that situation because you have no hustle outside of YouTube. People like him have no hustle outside of YouTube and get mad at other people for having a hustle outside of YouTube, bro. You still living in the hood because you have no choice. Because you have no motivation outside of YouTube to go get any type of money, bro, to better you and your family's life, bro. That's why I can't respect you. And then on top of that, you get up here talking all this LGBTQ shit with cross dressers, bro. Come on, man. Y'all guys got to get real, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Hey, Blue, bro, stay your ass from off here, and then you gonna try to run. Stay your ass from off here, bro. Go on over there to where you belong. Go over there somewhere else, bro. Yeah. But he just a kickboxer. He kicks boxers. Yeah, he's supposed to be a kickboxer, but this nigga always crying. He always crying. You said this about my mom, bro. Get your ass on somewhere. But what's my bad? My bad, bro. This dude's a distraction,
Oh,
man.
ain't
Come in
no
here crying.
problem. Handle your business, man.
So my granddaddy told me.
Let me know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, bro. He said,
Okay.
my granddaddy told me, it's three things you don't say to another man: your finances, what goes on in your bedroom, and politics. That's one thing another man should never do, man. That's one thing I would never do, bro. That's just because if I got, contention, or I got friction with another man, bro, I would never bring their loved ones into it. I would never bring their kids into it. I won't be going on their Facebook and Instagram and personal shit and posting their baby moms and kids and grandmothers and uncles on my YouTube platform. That's one thing. That's weird. Once you start doing that, man, and whoever entertains that shit, think about where you at mentally. If you entertaining somebody that's posting somebody's kids and baby moms and uncles and nieces and all this other weird shit, think about what you might be in a mental slumber. You might be somewhere you might be fucked up mentally. You might be low key a degenerate, man, because only a degenerate is gonna participate in degenerate activity, bro. All that shit. If you 40 something years old, man, and you still playing these type of games, that just tells me you have nothing going on outside of YouTube. You just lost, man. Like, there's no time in the world to where how can a nigga have 10 kids but be on YouTube all day just trolling? That just tells me you just a degenerate, bro, and you really don't care about your kids' future. If you on here trying to build with a come on, bro. Oh man, these guys crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. I look at
Well,
when they say niggas be on this pro black shit, pro white shit, idiocy comes in every form, shape, and ethnicity, bro. If you an idiot, you just an idiot, man. If you a low life, you just a low life, man. It takes a low life to know a low life, man. Low lives hang around each other,
mm-hmm. Hey, look
man.
at this.
Bro.
That's something because say black and white, right? That's really the way you spell ball, and that's the name of that. Say that devil that manipulates a lot of people in this world, right? Um, Ball can be spelled Baw, right? And the W is two L's leaning on each other. So black and white is a mind trick by ball. It's like the game dodgeball.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. Right? Take your
man.
head off with that motherfucker. Use the football, the white and black. What's that? The hexagon on there, the pattern. But yeah, that's what black and white is. People getting played. You know.
Right. The chess pieces, bro, on the chessboard. And yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel what you're saying, Texas, man. That's what it's about, man. If you're not out here trying to build something with you and your
Right.
kids, if you on here critiquing who another man lay with, what type of woman he's sleeping with, if you out here
Hmm.
critiquing what another man does with his life, and you're not trying to add on to what your life to your life and put your kids in a better situation. Like
Hmm.
I seen dude on the video the other day, like, bro, you living in you still got your kids in the hood, bro, and you proud of that? Niggas, you weren't. Is that a trophy? I got a black family. I got black kids. I live in the hood still. Like, bro, you not trying to do better for you and your kids, bro?
Hmm.
I'm like, bro, niggas are like, bro, come on, man. Like,
Dirtbag.
I wasn't, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I lived in the hood, bro. My daughter lived in the projects. I'm not even about to be up here divulging all this shit, but nigga, I did what a man was supposed to do. I got my daughter out of that shit. What type of man
Mm-hmm.
would I be to say I got a black daughter, but yeah, she still lives in the hood, nigga? Like I would be a low life at that point, right?
Yeah, we cool with the hood, huh? Nah. Look, ghetto is another way to say get out. That's what ghetto is. If you want to stay in that motherfucking, then you just the rats in the lower level. Cause say the question where you are at, right, is really saying you where you at, you a rat, right? Where you are where you love to be. So if you in the slums or say that part, say the ghetto, right? The ghetto is another way to say get out. So if you want to stay in that motherfucker, then you're no different than the bum that just dropped everything and sitting on the damn corner.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. And I ain't dissing no because I ain't down on nobody for living in shit. My mama had Section 8 back in the day. I ain't dissing nobody
Yeah,
for living on
we
Section 8 and
tired of
living in
that shit
public house.
though.
Ain't living in public housing, but you gotta like my mom, she had Section 8. But she went back to school. She bettered herself.
Yeah.
She got hella college degrees and now she's been making what good money for the past 20 years, but she didn't stay stagnant. She's like, okay, I'm here, but I don't want to stay here forever. So she did what she
Right.
had to do to get us out of that situation. Even with my pops, we lived in the hood for a short period of time. We came from Mississippi. We moved to Louisville, Kentucky. We lived in the motherfucking shotgun house in the hood. But my dad had that hustle to where he said, I'm not gonna stay stagnant in this place forever because I got all these. My dad got 10 kids, but he got four kids with my mama. But he made sure he went and did what he had to do to get us out of that situation. The same thing with me. My daughter lived in the hood with my baby mama, but I did what I had to do to get her out of that situation. Even with my son, I did what I had to do. Like, hold up, I'm not gonna have my daughter because my daughter was coming to me every week and say, Dad, Daddy, I heard gunshots outside of my window. Because they lived in some of the worst projects in Louisville, Kentucky. And she would tell me, like, hey, Daddy, I heard gunshots outside of my window. So that motivated me to do better. Like, hold on, let me
Yeah,
go
man.
let me go. I was working
You
two
can't
jobs at the
leave
time.
them.
Hold on, huh?
Right. Look, this is what belief is. You're gonna be leaving them right there in the ghetto where you was at before they even came. Like, you gotta make a better environment for them. You can't just leave them in the shit that was there when you came, you know. So it's like they say, misery loves company. If a parent ain't trying to raise a child, they just really made a fucking celly. You
Right,
know,
right.
we stuck in the pen for real, because that's what the fucking projects in the ghetto is. It's a cement
Mm,
prison. That's what it is. You know, like, a lot of people gotta literally go to the projects to see it, because you know the energy and how the projects look. It's a world within a world. You
right.
know, but people don't see that just dealing with the cement cities, right? They prison,
Right.
you know,
I'm
and
just saying, if you're a grown man and woman, I feel what you're saying, bro. If you're a grown man and woman and you grew up in that shit, why would you want to put your kid? Why would you want to have your kids in that shit? And they're gonna be another generation growing up in that shit. Like, for me,
yeah.
like, man, hold on, I want my daughter to see something else. I want my kids to see something other than the motherfucking junkies walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Let me give them something better because I grew up with that shit. You know.
Bro, it hurt too. It hurt because, you know, when people get stuck in their ways, you know, how could how your parents will say, I brought you in this, I'll take you out. Right. Yet
For
what
sure.
when I surpass my own parents?
For sure. It's a big
I'ma
fact. Hey,
feel like shit if my child surpasses me. Or if it does happen, that's why I had children, right? To see them exceed past where I went. But like,
right.
say, a lot of the parents today, they getting mad at their daughter and son.
That happens a lot too. When my parents say their kids surpass them doing better than what they did.
They wish you
But
would.
my parents wanted that for us. They're like, hey man, y'all, even though we doing good, y'all gonna have to do better than what we did, man. They led,
Fact.
like we said, somebody said earlier, leading by example, being a leader. I seen my parents, come from nothing, us living in the hood at an early age and then moving us up out that shit, them starting to do better with themselves and get us out that shit. So that was motivation for me. I had a rocky start, but I ain't gonna. That's what I'm saying. I'm very transparent. I ain't gonna lie, but shit, I got myself the fuck up out of that shit. I'm not gonna stay
Right.
stuck. My daddy always told me this is some Mississippi shit. He said, nigga, either you gonna stay stuck in that rut, nigga, peddling yourself in some fucking mud, or you gonna get the fuck out of that shit and move forward. Some people don't know how to do that. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's his name? Papa Tone, what's good, my nigga? What's up,
Hey,
you stress? Hold on. What's
what's
up, you
happening,
stress out?
Tom?
Everybody in the chat. Everybody hit the like button, man. I need at least 20 more likes. Everybody hit that
Man,
motherfucking like
that
button. But
like
what's up,
button.
Papa Tone?
What's up? Now, I want to know. Well, since we was born where we was born, was it always a shithole, or as soon as you get something, you leave up out or something? But I seen a meme. I mean, well, a post saying that we give up the most valuable parts to go move. Most of these areas be like sundown type towns to where they don't even want you there. But when we're born black niggas in the ghetto, is that
Mm.
good only to a certain point, or is just the rap music, is just that street shit good? Huh? That's the major thing a bitch should give up and not moving out the hoods and shit, huh? So it's just the culture good. Selling dope to motherfuckers to make they zombie to be a zombie over their mindsets and the culture of the music. Is that only cool? And then to move up out around motherfuckers who don't want you around them? Yes, yeah. Huh? How y'all labeled it? It's like, damn, we born into shit we have no authority over, but for us to call our place where we live in shit because we have no morals. We don't move like our great grandparents and grandparents. That's the fucking problem. They didn't move out. They live right where they lived at. The fucking houses that they own, we don't own no more because we don't have no morals or nothing. Huh?
You saying niggas ain't got no morals? Hey,
Huh?
so you saying niggas ain't got no morals?
Yeah, I'm saying,
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question then, nigga. If I got up on this platform right now, I won't change subject, but this is in the context of which in the context of what you're saying. If I got up on this platform right now, nigga, and I ain't gonna say mine's eye, me and another man in a cross dresser was talking about the size of my dick and talking about nigga tender dick and all this other gay shit, would you lose respect for me, nigga? But I still have morals then? We gotta get past all that freak shit first, right?
Hey, that freak shit.
I ain't having that.
Whoa. Some of that came from the ancestors that was fucked up. That passed shit down.
No, I'm saying, nigga, would you still look at me the same? Would you still be hitting the panel and have respect for me like this nigga ain't got no morals? This nigga got kids, a wife. This nigga got sons. This nigga up here talking about his genital areas to another fucking man.
Yeah,
okay. With a lot of that, I don't know, because a lot of that smoke when it was popping off, I wasn't involved in everything, but if it's receipts,
nigga, you talking about morals and shit like that? No, these niggas
no.
These niggas ain't got no morals.
We could sit here with it, but that moral shit comes from the birds and the bees, so it's not what you eat make me or shit. I'm caught in the crossfire by just coming up here because the bitch want me on their side. Huh? I ain't got no side.
I'm saying you ain't in the crossfire, but I'm saying you come up here talking about more niggas having morals, but the other panels you was on, the niggas ain't got no morals over there. Them niggas talking about, nah, I can't respect that, bro.
That moral shit wasn't about that. I was saying about the hoods. How people get up and then want to leave the hood. That's it.
They don't want to leave the hood. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people but that's like, I feel like that's a generational not curse. Right, that's like somebody gets stagnant, they get comfortable. That's all they know. They don't see nothing else. They can't see a world outside of that world they living in. Like my parents, they seen something bigger than the Mississippi country roads. Even when we moved to the city, they seen something bigger than the West End of Louisville, Kentucky. They seen something bigger than that. They used to get stagnant with just living in the motherfucking hood or the ghetto or whatever you want to call it. Ain't nothing wrong. So I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with living there because I grew up there. I still go back there to this day and support my nigga that sell barbecue over there. My nigga, his name is Jay. I think I posted on my community tab. I pull up on him every weekend to get some of that good old barbecue. There's nothing wrong with being in the hood. I love the hood, but I'm saying nigga.
So okay. So
look, hold on real quick.
Fucked up how it's supposed to be, would you live there forever? Huh?
You say it one time.
If the hoods wasn't fucked up how we claim they is, would you live there forever? Would it be any need?
It wouldn't be a hood then, it'd be a neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood now.
Right.
It's a neighborhood.
Bro,
You know,
Good
somebody told me
come
a long
from
time ago.
neighbor.
See, look, hold on, real quick. Let me say this. That's the thing with the hood, because it'll tank your ass, right? Once you get out of it, they say you can take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them, right? So it's like if you don't have what we call moral standard, decorum, and know how to carry yourself, you might as well stay in that motherfucker because you be acting like King Kong pulled out of the fucking jungle.
Whoa,
You know what I'm
hey.
saying? Like all that shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit. Motherfuckers keep that shit in the hood because they know they bitch made.
So you got blood on our hands. All of us got blood on our hands. All of us weren't gangster killers, bang bang, but we sold dope. You said so. Uh, uh,
Yeah, and that's the hood.
uh, man,
That's the
that's the
hood
major
where
thing, man.
look, Copper Tone, people love to do the opposite of good in the hood. They love to do
Yeah,
the opposite of good in the hood. It's like doing bad is the good. Motherfuckers be tainted just like the walls be painted in the
But like,
hood. You get a mural.
right. But like
Huh?
somebody told me a long time ago, man. My old manager, when I was a chef, he told me he's like, hey, Kentrell, man. He's like, even though we out here at this golf course, you see it's beautiful out here. You see a lake and all the big ass houses. He said, don't forget this whole world's a ghetto, man. He says it's
The
ghetto
whole
up here too.
world's a ghetto.
He said, man, believe it or not, he says more ghetto up here than them goddamn projects that's down the street, 20 minutes down the road down there. He says more ghetto up here than it is down over there, man. He said they more civilized than these people up here. And that
Mm-hmm.
when he told me that, I didn't get it. But as time went on, got what he was saying. I was like, okay. I went back and told myself, hey, damn, man, I see what you're saying. I see what you said when you told me that a long time ago. I get it now.
Yeah. Because the hood is like, say a motherfucker can be, say two motherfuckers that don't nobody know from a can of paint can be kicking in a motherfucker's house, and two motherfuckers can walk up and help, they'll be robbing your ass with them like motherfuckers loot stores in the fucking ghettos and shit. Like they
Right.
do it in they do it in the suburbs and in the hood when Black Friday hit for Christmas. Right, motherfuckers is trampled. Like they basically go in the store and rob the motherfuckers with money. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But this,
I'm gonna cut you off, man. Somebody put it in the chat. A lot of niggas don't want to leave because they're afraid to change. That's what I'm saying. Like me,
yeah,
like I said, I'm very transparent, man. I lived around both. I lived around Mexicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, blacks, whites, but the
right.
area I live in now is predominantly white. So I lived around every ethnicity of people, man. And there's really no
Mm-hmm.
difference. But me living here, if I move back down to the hood, I even moved back to the city and lived around where it's more diverse at. It's the same shit, bro. So somebody sit there and say, hey man, you live around white people, man. You live in a hick ass town, nigga. And what's your fucking point, my nigga? And
Right.
when you say that, what are you saying? What are you saying, man?
See,
I have a
look,
house just like you. I have a car just like you, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
right.
A lot of people get stuck in their ways, man. That's all they see. They
Exactly.
tunnel vision. They can't see nothing else, man.
Yeah. Look, like you said, bro, say the world is a ghetto, right? So, like, where you do separate yourself from the obvious ghetto, you just get in the higher grounds. You know what I mean? It's I don't want to exist inside of the fucking, right? It's like motherfuckers setting up their damn living space in the basement. I can't dig it. No. You feel me? I ain't about to sit in the fucking basement. That's the damn hood. That's the ghetto. Like say, the whole thing with illusion, right? That's the whole thing with illusion. Say the world is the ghetto. So where I do get into a right, and I ain't like say a lot of people that is in the ghetto, right? Shit, 99% of my family in the ghetto, but the homes is like, right, you would think you was in the suburbs.
Nice ass home. It's a place called
Yeah.
It's a place called Shawnee Park in Louisville, where I was raised.
Uh-huh.
Where I grew up, technically where I grew, not really raised, but where I grew up at. Nice. Some of them homes up down there nicer than the homes where I live at, bro.
Word.
And I was looking at one point in time, I was looking to move there. I was like, man, these houses are nice as fuck. So that's what I'm saying. It just depends on. So like when I say this whole world's a ghetto, it don't matter if you live out in a fucking gated community or you live under a fucking pizza box. under a bridge somewhere, nigga. Who's better off? This
Mhm.
whole world's a fucking ghetto, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Say,
So it's really no different. That's what I'm saying. And I figured that shit out 10 years ago when I became a chef. When I started work, I started cooking for all them rich ass people out there, man. That's when I figured this shit. That's when I figured it out, man. I thought when I got to that, like to that level, and I started getting around those type of people, I thought that I reached success, and I thought to myself like, man, this shit's more cutthroat than the nigga in the street. I said these people more cutthroat than the niggas in jail.
yes. See? Because, like, you know, where you get to the suburbs or the places where it seems like they really civilized, the crime is invisible. You know, like, say, the Nightmare on Elm Street, right? Them was all kids who was put to bed at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Everything was clean and cut. Like the killers knew just when, like, you know what I mean? Like, say in the hood, you're gonna have to sit and wait, or because you ain't no telling this motherfucker gonna pop up over here or pop up over there. But like, say in the suburbs, you know, it's like clockwork, man. They gonna be where they supposed to be at the time they supposed to be there on time, and the crime can happen, right? And ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck did it. But in the ghetto, oh man, it was probably Tyrone, it was probably Chucky, it was probably John up the street, right? It's so many killers that'll slap you in front of every motherfucking body, where motherfuckers like Freddy Krueger and shit, they got motherfuckers chained in the suburbs. Like, don't go in the basement in the suburbs, right? Because crime is everywhere the fuck you go.
Right.
It ain't, you know.
Know what they say? They say new levels, new devils. So who's
Yeah.
colonization sponsored by Negroes? Are you new on this channel, man? He keeps saying, what's his name? Hit the like button. I don't want to mention this guy's name. Nah, I don't know about all that, man. I'm not gonna mention none of these.
He said Bobby
I
hit that
I
like
don't know who
button
that
because
is,
Bobby
man.
watching you.
Talking about Bobby Brown? That's what you talk about? I don't know. I don't know who this guy. I
Yeah,
know who that
boy,
is. I don't know who that other guy is.
Christina Brown daddy.
I
Yeah,
don't know who
Christina
these guys
Brown
are,
daddy.
man. I don't know these guys, man. I don't acknowledge degenerates, man. You know, you gotta let the dog shit with the dog shit.
Yeah, I think he's saying. I think he
You
kept.
gotta let the dog. Hey, what that nigga? What Denzel Washington tell that nigga Officer Horton training day? She let the garbage take out the garbage, man. Let the dog shit out with the dog shit, my nigga. I don't. These
Is
niggas
that
is.
is that the part where he fought the two dudes in the alley?
Yeah, he said let the garbage take out the garbage, man. These niggas. That's what I'm saying. Let the dog shit lie with dog shit, man.
Ain't that funny? Because that's just what happened to that nigga at the end of that film.
Garbage man took out the garbage.
Yeah, it was all the people in the slums holding that nigga at gunpoint, right? Where look, the dude he told let the garbage take out the garbage. If he wouldn't have pulled that move, right? Because he helped that little girl who was about to get abducted, right?
Right.
So where he did do that, he saved his life. He saved his own life for not letting the garbage take out the garbage. You know what I mean? And look at that. Garbage is bitch. Like, you know, a motherfucker growl at you, call you a bitch. Right? That's like a fucking pirate said, gar back in the day. Gar, bitch.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, man, that's what this shit is. Like,
You crazy. You crazy with them words, bro. I fuck with like even with them pictures, man. I fuck with all that stuff you be doing, bro. Like
respect, man.
you definitely got a different outlet, a different outlook than most, bro. Some of it might sound, it might seem outlandish and far fetched to some people, but I get it, bro.
Respect, man. Resonant. Look, that's where you find Agent Smith. Agent Smith is the agent's myth, right? The myth, right? And you ain't gonna get to the beta without going through the alphabet, right? You gotta be an alpha. Like, you just beta if you don't know what what this alphabet means. You just a beta. You a lowercase g, right? When you become an uppercase G and you understand the alpha and the beta, then the alpha controls the beta. So people
Right.
gonna have to check
The
where they
alpha,
keep flapping them lips.
the alpha controls the bait.
Yep.
It's the bait, man.
You know, the spell is real. A lot of people only think they know what they talking about.
So like, yeah, keep thinking. I know what I'm talking about. That's why more than half or a lot of people tell me no, right? Because they know they can't comprehend the shit or they ain't ready to grow with it. You know, see, we got a thing called free will. With free will, you got full creative control. And look what these people doing with their creative capabilities. Fuckery, man.
Yeah,
Wasting
bro. That's
time.
just diabolical, man. If you a creative person and you spend the majority of your time just using that, utilizing that shit just to do nefarious shit, bro, then what the fuck are you out here doing? If I can go back, everybody that's listening to this video, man, that's listening to this live stream right now, if you can see yourself better than what you was 5 years ago, man, you made a positive improvement on your life and your personal life, even on your YouTube shit. You can put a one in the chat, but if you still doing the same shit you was doing 2 years ago on this YouTube platform, you showing no growth, then I ain't got no use for you, man. You shouldn't even have use for yourself. The people around you be like, hey man, this nigga ain't no good, man. Like this nigga still that's just like going. That's just like a crackhead that's been smoking crack 10 years and he ain't showing no growth.
Talk about it, bro. I need to put a one in that chat my damn self. But I just said it. Yeah, that's what they do, right? Creative controls. That's what they are. They creative controls, a whole bunch of cons, right? Where they think they the pro. Right? Pros and cons, right? The conner, right? I think I told you this one, man. The kind of air, right? Who sent you? Right? Say if it wasn't for things like deodorant and all of that, we'd know exactly who the fuck you are because your hygiene will tell us. Your genetics will tell us who you are if you clean cut, right? Or you just a germ trying to get in a motherfucker's cut. Right? You would be sweating and all kind of shit where, people like myself, I'm like a human lie detector, so I'm going to read all of that shit.
Right.
I'm going to read it all before you can even say a word. You won't even be able to say flex deception on us. Right? Because it's like a stinky person, right? The scent tells you everything where your nose knows it all, man. That's why a dog will sniff your ass out. You know what I mean? Or if he ain't familiar with your scent, the dog will tear your ass up if the owner sicks them on you. Right? 666.
Mm.
Yeah, he gonna lock straight to that motherfucking devil. You know what I mean?
He
Right?
said, yeah, you right, bro. He said, I'm starting to think the Abo community is falling off just like the Pan African, nothing personal. Because all that shit, you know, when you dealing with the different, you got like I said, you got the beef sector, you got the drama sector, you got the Pan African sector. All these are just different. It's just like I said, it's no different from a nigga going to church, man. When people join these groups and they follow these content creators and some of the content that they make, man, it's no different than a pastor having a Bible lesson or a church service, man. That's all that shit is, man. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is, man. Because it's the same talking points. When you go to church every Sunday, you know it's gonna be the same talking points. They're gonna be in there talking about an invisible deity. Then pass the collection plate around. You know what to expect. So when I'm dealing with a lot of these channels, I know what to expect. When I go to certain niggas'
Right.
channel, I know them niggas, they got a bunch of degenerate shit on their channel, so I know what to expect. If I go to my channel, I know they teaching. They might be a teacher. They might have a what word I'm looking for? Damn, I'm lost. I lost my train of thought.
Take your time. Hey, I'm gonna mute up for a second, but I'm still here and I'm listening.
All right, cool. They might have like a presentation. They might have a presentation they want to, show the subscribers. Ain't no different than that, man. That's why I came in. A lot of people might think I'm a part of the Aboriginal community, but I'm not. I'm not a part of no community, man. I came in saying that I'm not a part of no community. You know, I like it better that way. Because these groups, these think tanks, these echo chambers, they always seem to fall apart. Especially when you get a lot of people involved.
Right.
Just joining the group. Yeah, just joining the group, man. Niggas in the group be LGBT, clowns, DL brothers, pervs. You don't know who you don't know who you. It's just people want to feel. What's the name of that one song? Don't you want to go where everybody knows your name and they always glad you came? That's that shit, man. People want to go where everybody knows their name. That's what it is when we dealing with this YouTube shit. What's up? What's up with you, man? What's up with you? What's up with you? A not 424. Salute. Shout out to the love, everybody, man. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like, share, and subscribe button. You know, somebody tried to diss me for telling people to hit the like button, but nah, that's the way you support the channel, man. Some people don't have some people can't fire up a stream and just start talking. They don't have that type of they don't garnish that type of intellect or even just logic to get up here and just to talk for hours. They can't do that. I don't even, sometimes I'll be thinking, are a lot of these people even fucking real? I only see these people in the chat. I ain't never heard a voice behind none of these. But salute, man. But it's a religion to blame. Everybody's in agreement with me that religion is to blame. See, this is what you call grit, motivation, and hustle. This woman probably got kids at home. This woman out here in the she been out here for the past 3 hours. She out here soaking wet in the rain. She out here laying down mulch out here. At least at the end of the day, she can say that she tried. When she go home, whenever this woman pays her, whatever how much money she's gonna get paid for this job, she's gonna go to the store, buy grocery, whatever she need for her household. She gonna feel accomplished. Like, okay, I fed my kids. I worked for this money all day out in the rain. That beats a nigga that beats a nigga that's just sitting around not doing nothing at all, just talking. I probably got more respect for this woman here than a nigga just sitting on YouTube all day talking about somebody else. They ain't doing shit. Yeah, salute to everybody, man. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Hurricane. Shout out to Unaverage Joe. Shout out to Trish, Bluffing Knox Slayer. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Black Indian. Shout out to Live and Learn. Shout out to you, Stress. Shout out to you, man. Jews, he said Jews had the first ghetto. Yeah, you can say that. But a lot of people feel like a lot of people say that the niggas is the real Jews. We populate most of these ghettos too. You know, present day. And most of these communities are populated with fucking church buildings, you know, that ain't saved nobody. I remember as a kid, we had a church like 2 doors over from us. Every Sunday they would ring the motherfucking bell. Everybody be filing it, like filing in the church one by one, and they Sunday's best, man. Even us sometimes. But my parents didn't take us to that church. We would go to a fucking church way across town. I remember one church service, the motherfucking pastor, this nigga got the so-called Holy Ghost. This nigga jumped off the stage. That's when I realized as a kid, like, man, this shit ain't about no God. This shit ain't about. This shit's a circus, man. I said, this nigga up there, this is like going to a concert. I realized then, it's like, man, to me, this is back in 1996. I was about 8 or 9 years old. I realized then, I said, this shit ain't about no motherfucking God. This shit ain't about us doing better in our life. This is just a fucking concert. This nigga, why is this nigga up here acting like a clown, yelling and screaming, sweating. I'm talking about this nigga was like a nigga poured a bucket of water on this nigga. He was sweating so goddamn bad. thought to myself, damn, if this is what God is about, I don't want no parts of this shit. If this is what being a so-called Christian is about, I don't want no parts of this shit. But nigga, we already broke. What's up, Nami? What's good with you? Good to see you over here. Good to see you. Let me rinse you up real quick. Hold on. Yeah, that shit's funny as shit. Yeah, Texas, bro. That's when I knew that. It's like, man, this shit ain't about no God, man. This ain't about like my nigga. I felt like my parents just took me to a concert. They got the music playing at first. Some of that music was lit though. That the choir was singing. I was like, man, I'm at a fucking concert. This ain't about no goddamn Jesus. This ain't about finding Jesus or God. Like nigga, we already poor. Why we giving money? Why we gotta put $20 in the motherfucking collection plate? I told y'all I seen a video. They be watching who put money in that goddamn collection plate. I seen a video. Matter of fact, I think I had it on my channel at one point in time. So you said you modded. Let me see what she said. You modded me. You modded my other channel. I never be on, and I had. Do you mean say I had you and you had Bobby over here? We don't get along. Okay, so you yeah. That's what I'm saying. Now Bobby, he's banned from over here. Bobby can never come over here again. Bobby can never, like, I don't even want to say his name because I don't want to give that guy no energy, man. He's just that's what he got going on over there, man. I don't know what that is over there, man. That's pure degeneracy over there he got going on over there, man. Once you start putting people's kids and family members and loved ones on your content, you just, man, you lose, like, and then you come on, man. That's pure. I don't know what that shit is over there, man. That's like pure. That's just trash, man. Niggas like to say white trash. Niggas be black trash, dog shit. Yeah, but I'm glad you back. I'm glad you back though, Empress. I'm glad you back. Nah, ain't welcome over here no more, so you ain't gotta worry about that. And anybody I seen over there laughing with that clown ass nigga gonna get the boot too. Anybody I seen over there, going along with that freak shit over there, you gonna get the boot. You gonna get banned at the 2090. Right, living and sacrifice your children. That's what this shit was all about. Drinking remember the red grape, the grape juice they had us drink, eating the fucking bread. That was all some ritualistic shit, man. Even when, like, I would go stay the summertime in Mississippi with my grandfather, and he was like really indulged, like into the church, to where he like cleaned the church up every Monday. We went to church 4 or 5 days a week. No kidding. And this is in Beaver Meadows, Mississippi, and they had the white Jesus hanging on the wall. Yeah, you gotta get your last dollar. Yeah, and the church, they never give nothing back. Like, you can give, like I say, over a 10-month span, not a 10-year span. Somebody can give $5,000-$10,000 within 5 years to a church, but never get nothing back in return, but just empty promises. My grandmother used to buy this holy water. Remember that holy water shit that used to be on them infomercials back in the day? My grandmother would buy that shit off TV back in the day. All that shit's a scam. All that shit's a scam, man. Yeah, niggas is police on here. Niggas is police on here too, man. That's one thing I know I can't win against. I can't win against the LGBTQ community, and I can't win against police. These niggas is real deal feds on here, real deal police on here, real deal LGBTQ. That's two things you can't. When them two mix, you can't win against that. He said, you do understand what Texas be typing? Yeah, I understand what he be saying. No, I'm not messing with that guy no more. He's not. No, he's not. No, anybody. He's not. What that guy's not welcome over here, man. Because he did the ultimate disrespect. He did something that I would never do personally as a content creator, as a father, as a man. I don't care if you're trying to get your views up. If you feel like that's what you have to do to get your subscribers up and get your views up, man, more power to you, man. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like somebody like that guy, man. I just he that's just like the shit that he indulges in is pure degeneracy, man. And I don't want no parts of that, bro. I wouldn't even want to be around somebody like that. Because if I got problems, this is all entertainment at the end of the day. This is YouTube. Yeah, if I got problems with something, I'm going at him. I would never bring his kids into it. I would never put his kids on the screen. I would never put his loved ones on the screen. Because I'm not, nah, bro. I'm not that pressed to have subscribers or views. I'm not that pressed for that, bro. I got other streams of income that come in outside of YouTube. So I'm not pressed. That's like, nigga, when you start resulting into like degeneracy just for some subscribers and likes and mentions and laughs and giggles, nigga, that means you would probably sacrifice your whole family, my nigga. If it came down to it and they came to you and say, hey man, we're gonna give you this record deal, sacrifice your kids. He the type of nigga that would probably do it, man. Just he wouldn't even do it for the paper. He'll do it just for notoriety and fame. That's just a drug, man. Fame, likes, mentions. This shit's a drug, man. It's addictive. A nigga put their motherfucking family. A nigga, bro. Some of these people. I'm not saying even him in per se. Some people they so pressed about this YouTube, they'll choose this YouTube shit over their family. This shit comes before feeding their own family. Me feeding my family, me feeding my kid. My kids comes before any of this shit, man. That's my main. That's my main project. That's my main priority when I get up in the morning. Like I'm staying on YouTube longer than what I'm supposed to. I'm staying on this bitch longer than what I'm wanting to today. I gotta go pick up a check when I get off this motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? You can't win against gay cops, bro. You can't win. That's what once I realized, like, oh, I know what I'm going up against. Like these niggas, the real deal police and they real deal LGBTQ community. I was like, no, I can't win against that, bro. I can't. You can't. That's a monster in itself that needs to be pulled out into the light and whooped. And shout out to Sean Diddy, bro. Sean Diddy, you a stand up nigga, bro. I seen that you say, hey man, what you do? Hey, True Zone, he didn't bring your family into it. He said, shout out to Sean Diddy, bro. You stand no man shit. You told that nigga, hey, bro, that shit you doing, bro, that's not a good look, bro. Bringing that man's family into it the way you doing, bro, nah, that ain't where it's at, bro. So shout out to Sean Diddy, bro. That's what man do, man. I would never. That's what I'm saying, bro. I would never in a gazillion years do that to another man, bro. It's between me and you, man. I got smoke with you, but I don't even got smoke with you because I can't beef with the police. He ain't my father. My mother married a pastor's son. Damn. I can't do no. I gotta say pause. I can't. I ain't feeling neither one. Everybody hit that like button though. See, you don't. That nigga Texas don't type in English. I understand what that nigga be saying. Yeah, the gay police. So I'm like, yeah, man, the gay police, man. Slow motion. Yeah, a lot of like I said, a lot of them pastors, they be DL brothers too, man. Most of them do, man. Like I said, I'll never forget. I tell the story all the time. Somebody that I'm very close to, you know, this pastor paid, and this, like I said, this pastor was like respected in this community, and this pastor that I'm talking about, this person was going through some personal mishaps that they couldn't pay their bills or nothing like that. They was like having a hard time financially. So the pastor stepped in, and but this pastor had an ulterior motive. The pastor said, "Hey, yeah, I'll help you pay your bills. I'll give you 1,000." The pastor, I think, gave him $1,000, just to just to catch up on his bills. But this pastor was a married man. This pastor had kids, and I think he had grandkids. So I think this pastor was like in his early 50s at the time. And the pastor wanted to have a homosexual relationship with this person that I know just because he paid his bills for him. I didn't believe it. This was back in 2009. This is about 16 years ago. So I was still like borderline. I wasn't even going to church then, but then I was still kind of like naive to like some of them pastors and shit. And the nigga was conveying me like, "Hey man, this pastor gay as shit." I was like, "Nah, bro, ain't no way." The nigga started showing me texts. Pastor said, "Hey man, nobody ain't gotta know. Come meet me." The pastor was trying to get a hotel with this nigga. Like, come meet me at this hotel and all those other shits. Like, bro, man, you gotta show his wife that shit. I said, that nigga probably been passing around diseases and shit, man. This nigga's a fucking whole homosexual, but in church every Sunday. Kind of remind me of that movie Dead Presidents. You remember that movie Dead Presidents? Cleon, that nigga had that nigga daddy was a pastor. This nigga was out there chopping off heads and shit, doing all that diabolical shit. Yeah, man, that's how it be. He be like that. Some of these content creators too. These niggas be DL brothers, man. These niggas be shit seekers. Hey man, these niggas don't be truth seekers. These niggas be shit seekers, man. These niggas be real deal shit seekers, man. I can't. That's what I'm saying. A nigga can't sit there and tell me that a nigga is an intelligent man or he got some type of knowledge. And this nigga, his real goal is he's seeking out shit. He's in dope. Oh man, fuck these niggas, man. So Abros treat me like a god. Oh man, yeah. I fuck with the Aboriginal community though, man. It's a lot of niggas from over there I fuck with. I fuck with Nami. I fuck with one Truth Seeker. Who else from over there? Copper Draco. A lot of them niggas over there I fuck with, man. There's some good niggas from over there, man. I'm not a part of no community though, but I fuck with a lot of niggas from over there, man. Church is the #1 organization. It makes man gay. Yep. Do you know how many gays and CDs? You gotta elaborate on that a little bit more. You stress. Elaborate on that a little bit more. They teach you how to love a man in the sky and the dead white man who died for your sins. Yeah, bro, that shit's crazy, bro. That's what I said. The church in Mississippi where my granddad went to, they still got that. They still got a picture of white Jesus hanging on the wall, man. That shit don't make no sense to me. It's because they worship gay deities. Yeah, that's true. When you bossed all the way up, YouTube wouldn't even exist. That's true. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm really about like this YouTube. This is all. I mean, I don't mind getting on here, dropping gems, having dialogue with everybody, having conversations with everybody, us building one another. Ain't nothing wrong with that because a lot of us, think the same. A lot of us, we can get together and say, hey, man, fuck religion. Religion is bullshit. Nigga, all that shit's diabolical. All that shit's some nefarious shit. We ain't fucking with that shit no more. We breaking the chains. My nigga woke in the building. What's good with you, bro? We taking the chains off. So I'm saying outside of YouTube, I'm really a boss off this platform. I'm a boss in real life. That's why I would never let with somebody with a degenerate ass nigga from YouTube, you know, uh, stop anything I'm doing because I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing in real life. I'm really a boss off of YouTube, nigga. I make moves off of YouTube, nigga. Nigga, when I talk to people outside of YouTube, I'm only invited when the bosses speak. I don't talk to work at co-work and ass niggas. My nigga woke in the building. What's up with you, boy? So the Bible make Male bride shit, man. Fuck that Bible. Nigga, back in the day when I was a teenager, nigga, my daddy had the Bible with Caesar Borgia on the front in the hallway. Got everybody in the building, man. Man, hit that like button, man. So I have clients on YouTube who pays royal without monetizing. That's what's up. That's what I ain't never got to have this channel monetized ever. I'm monetized in real life. Shit. Like this is all, entertainment purposes, man. But then again, I never professed to be a scholar, a philosopher, or a teacher. I'm just a nigga that got, I just use common sense. I've been using common sense and basic logic, rational thinking all my life. So, I'm just able to connect dots and put two and two together. If they telling me a nigga in the sky, it's a nigga living in the sky, they got to be able to prove that. If they said a nigga 2,000 years ago walked on water, they got to be able to prove that. Anything they saying, they got to be able to prove to me. They can't. They telling me Trump. They saying Donald Trump. He's the president of the United States and he has all the power. They got to prove that. I beg to differ. Anything they say, No, you can't get caught up in it. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I gotta go grab something real quick. I gotta switch cars too. I get the fuck out of here. My charger ain't in here. Damn, hold on, I'm trying to do something. They ain't let me do it. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. I hope everybody having a good day, man. I hope y'all have a prosperous day, man. I hope y'all get everything y'all asked for, man. It's about to be a blur headed to party in the trenches, man. Be careful out there, my nigga. That's to everybody, man. Hey, but hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, cool. I'm back. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, everybody hit that like button, though, man. So the beans are being spilled. Yeah, I got some beans to spill, too. But I ain't gonna put that out there just yet. I'm waiting. It's gonna be a grand finale. These freak niggas gonna be exposed. These niggas expose themselves. I ain't even gotta expose them. These freak niggas gonna be exposed in due time. You freak niggas played out. Prostitute turned bitch and got the gauge out. So y'all freak niggas trying to copy. But come with the real dough. You freak ass niggas. But yeah, I'm gonna ask this question one more time, everybody. Y'all see the title? of the stream of this live. Has religion been a detriment to society? If y'all feel like it's been a detriment to society, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all feel like it's been a benefit to society. You know. So that footage is crazy. I ain't gonna release it yet, bro. I'm sitting on that footage right now, bro. I'm not gonna. I got the footage. Like, nigga, what that nigga tell that nigga in Minister Society? I got the tape, nigga. I'm selling these shits for $59.95, nigga. I got the tape, nigga. Nigga, that nigga he worried. That nigga sweating bullets. He worried about that tape being played, that tape getting out, nigga. You know what? Hey, bro. Hey, my nigga. Hey, bro. Hey, ain't no way in hell, bro, I'm gonna be up on any of these YouTube platforms, you know, articulating my genitalia, my private area to another man, bro, to another straight heterosexual man, or to a cross dresser, bro. There ain't no, not in this reality, neither in another reality, nigga. Not in no type of Nah, man, bro, you know what's so crazy, woke, bro? I thought about, you know, doing a whole video on that shit. I was gonna do a video on it last night. I was gonna play this shit in slow motion, remix it, put it back in slow motion. I was like, nah, you know what? Let me fall back from that for a while, man, because I got other shit I could do, bro. I can come out with a plethora of different videos and live streams without mentioning none of these freak niggas' names, bro. Can they do the same thing? Hell no. But I can, though. I ain't never got to mention a nigga name ever again, bro. Nigga gonna tell on themselves, bro. So, you know, it's all good. Everybody put in the chat 1. Hold on. Let me see. Everybody, okay, everybody's agreeing. Everybody's in agreement. Everybody's putting a 1 in the chat. Yeah, I feel like it's been more of a detriment to it. Somebody put in the chat, wow, yeah, bro, I got that, bro. Listen to me, y'all, man. Listen to me. When I drop this motherfucking footage, man, it's gonna be a nail in the coffin for a nigga. Nigga gonna have to go outside and bury himself. I'm trying to make it to where I can play it on a bigger platform, because I got like almost 600 subs over here. So I'm trying to play this shit like on a platform to where somebody got like 5,000 subs, 8,000 subs. Cause shit like this need to be heard, bro. We don't need DL niggas in these streets, in these YouTube streets, or in real life, going around passing around diseases and lying. You could potentially be taking diseases back to your significant other and shit like that. And that's not what's up, bro. That's not a good look, my nigga. You know. He said, "Keep it tucked to the time." Yeah, I am, bro. I'm sitting on this tape, bro. I ain't gonna release it yet, bro. I know they like attention. I'm not gonna give them. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't release anything. That's why I just quit. I really quit talking about it, because I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna be playing soccer, going back and forth over the net with some degenerate motherfuckers. So I get what you're saying. I know people need attention for them to live. These niggas is vampires. So. And I'm just gonna go the other way, because I know I can't win, you know, against police and LGBTQ motherfuckers, man. You know, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm sitting on this tape. I can just know, anybody listening, if you listening, I got that tape, man, and you know what you said on that tape. You know exactly what you said on that tape, man. And you know what you said on that tape. It's not good. It's not good, man. It's not good at all. Because I know me personally, myself as a man, I wouldn't say that in a million years. Never, ever. Well, yeah, that's besides the point. Let's get back, but that's besides the point. That was some time ass energy. That's fake as fuck. Yeah, I feel that, Nami. I see what you're saying. Played that shit a couple years ago on this channel. That shit was weird, yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I really didn't want to play it over here, just because it's just so. I can't. I just can't do it, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't remember. If y'all want me to, hey, look, if y'all want me to drop the tape, if y'all want me to drop the tape, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all want me to remix it, drop it, put my own spin on it, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all want me to keep the tape on tuck, put a 2 in the chat. If y'all want me to just eradicate the tape and get rid of it, put a 3 in the chat. Just leave it alone. Put a 3 in the chat. I'm thinking about just leaving it alone because people, people expose themselves in due time, man. So, my fucking back window. I'm trying to wait for this goddamn rain to subside so I can go do a damn job real quick. I'm trying to go make some money real quick. I thought it started raining by now. What's up, Nami?
Hey, how you doing?
Shout out to the gorgeous Nami. He said, hold on. He said, I'll cash app you. For real?
Shout
Said, leave
out,
that down.
shout out. Is that mine's eye up here?
That's mine's eye.
Hey, mine's eye, what's up?
That nigga might be working, man. He might be working, Nami.
Yeah, he probably stepped away. No, I thought y'all was cool. I came on your channel one time and I heard him talking and I was like, oh hell no, I ain't going back over there. So I be seeing when you going live and stuff, but I just don't click in because I don't fuck with Bobby. I thought y'all was cool though. What happened?
No, Woke might have to explain it because we was on a panel one day. It was me, him, and Woke. This was last week. It was good. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt because that's how I am in real life. Because a lot of niggas was like against him, like being over here. Like, man, why you got this homosexual nigga over here? So, but I never got why. And then last week came, this nigga tried to throw me under the bus low key because I was on Loyal's panel, and I think the homosexual what's that? I forgot his name. Zay was over there. So when I hit the panel,
wait, hold up. Can you start over? Cause you just said Zay, and I thought Zay and Bobby was beefing.
No, they back over there on Bobby's channel together.
What? After all that they went through a couple years ago, they back friends? That's crazy.
Yeah, they back over there together. No, the nigga Zay, the cross dresser was on a panel, was on Loyal's panel, but I see my nigga Copper Tone and a few other niggas I fuck with over there. So let me hit this panel. I said, these niggas be in my chat. Let me hit this panel. So when I get up there, I realized the motherfucking the tranny was up there. I was like, oh shit. And then this nigga Bobby, because every time he comes to my panel, niggas be telling me, hey man, why you had that? Why you was on the panel with that tranny? Why you had that tranny as your co-host? And he don't like that. So he does a whole lot of finger pointing. So he tried to, because he thought Woke was gonna say something to me. He said, did you know True Zone was on the panel with the fag too? He was like, no, nigga. Mind you, I was on Loyal's panel, not that fags panel. So he basically tried to put me in the same box as them niggas. Tried to make it seem like I was on some weird shit, but that was totally not the case. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't get it.
You said, man, hold on.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying
to y'all was on Loyal live stream.
Right, Loyal. We was on Loyal's live stream, and the fag was over,
including Bobby.
No, but I think Bobby was in the shadows watching. You know how Woke is a rogue nigga. So Woke, he gonna tell you how it is. So me, Bobby, and Woke was on my panel together. Bobby thought Woke would say something to me about me being on the same panel as the fag, but Woke said no, Truth Zone just not came around. I ain't been around that long, so I really don't know these niggas like that. So Bobby tried to throw me under the bus and try to point the finger at me, insinuating that I was on the same weird shit that he been on over the past 4 or 5 years. You see what I'm saying?
So Bobby wanted Woke to go off on you for being around Zay, but you didn't know about Zay.
Yeah, I don't know about Zay.
So instead of him having his own opinion and he came at you for being around Zay. Is that how it went?
Say it one more time, Nami.
So Bobby got mad because he wanted Woke to go off on you from being around Zay.
Right, just that one time. And then I think he was on Zay. The fag was on Root Words panel one time, and I asked the fag one question. I said, "Hey man, I heard about you from niggas on my panel. I heard about you, from Bobby And I said, I said, you're gonna be exposing these DL niggas, expose them. That's the only thing I was saying said to the fag. And the fag said out his own mouth, I don't know True Zone. True Zone, we ain't never had no long dialogue. I don't know who this nigga is. Because I cussed the fag out the other day on Bobby's panel. So that's where all this shit comes from, man. But he thought Woke was gonna go.
So Bobby tried to gaslight you from being around Zay. What was he saying towards you? Like was he trying to make it seem like you and Zay were friends?
He tried to make it seem like, because this is Bobby's thing, because Bobby had this fag as a co-host for all those years. You know that, right? So
yeah.
Bobby would point the finger at everybody else and say, hey, he was on the panel with him too. Woke was on the he'll be like, Woke was on the panel with the fag. Hypothetically, Mine's I was on the panel with the fag. He'll do a whole lot of finger pointing instead of taking accountability for what the shit he done and said with that thing.
So he's projecting.
Right, deflecting. He's deflecting his insecurities, shit he done. Like conversations he done had with that thing over the years. He can't deal with that. So he does a whole lot of deflecting. He's pointing at everybody else saying, y'all niggas is the one that did it instead of him. So he's pointing. So Woke seen that. Woke was like, hold up, bitch ass nigga. You can't say True Zone is involved in that shit. That nigga just not came around. He don't know y'all niggas like that. So nigga, I've been around this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he had a live and he was talking shit about you.
Right. He had my daughter up there on the screen.
What? What the hell?
Like they look, my daughter, they was like this what that means when you try to tell a
what
child.
What your daughter got to do with it though?
They was misgendering my daughter. His daughter's a boy. Why he standing like that? Yeah, freak shit. Once you start, so I'm saying, like somebody like him, if I seen him in person, we would have to fight. Just off the strength of him bringing my family into it. And I would, even though he did that to me, I would never do that to him. That's the type of man I am. I wouldn't do that to nobody else. I wouldn't bring somebody's family or kids. I would never have a nigga's kid up on the screen, even with their face covered up. That's weird to me, man. That's just weird. That's some degenerate shit.
I mean, but what actual reason do he have to do that?
I'm about to let you up. Here you go. Said the other link ain't working. Here you go. Here you go. Yes, he said Bobby get mad at people for talking about kids, and he had my kids on that screen. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody like him, we would, like in real life, for him doing that to my baby, we would have to fight. We would have to. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
He don't have no boundaries or no standards, and that's why when he used to hang around OG channel, I knew they was gonna end up getting into it because he was too disrespectful towards other stuff. So I'm like, I don't know why OG don't see that he gonna do him the same way. And sure enough, he did. They started all saying all these rumors and started saying stuff because they allowed something that they speak against come into they circle. You know what I mean? You can't be, that's just like me. I can't speak against something I don't like and then begin to hang around that same something I don't like. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna go well.
Right. Hey, you stress. You be over there on Bobby's panel. You said I thought you weren't gonna speak on this no more, but you stress. You being over there on this panel, you should have checked him. Hey man, that's not a good look, my nigga. Why you got this nigga daughter up on the screen saying this is a boy? Why you even got his daughter up here? Period. You should have said something. Don't be over here trying to tell me saying I shouldn't speak on this no more. No, don't be trying to do that. Just like, and shout out to my nigga Shine. He the only nigga that went over there and said, hey man, that's not a good look. Having True Zone family up there, my nigga, that's not a good look, my nigga. Nah, that ain't where it's at. Rest of y'all niggas, don't be trying to come over here saying I shouldn't speak on it no more. Get the fuck out of here with that. What's up, Whoop?
Salute to everybody.
What up with you? What's going on, Mind's Eye? What up, Q Face?
Resonance,
hey,
bro.
Walt.
Shout out to you, Walt. Much
hey,
love to
Mind's
you.
Eye. I spoke earlier. I don't think you heard me. You was probably busy working, but how you doing?
I'm all right. Thanks for asking.
That's good.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm off today. I'm chilling. I haven't got out of my bed yet.
I ain't mad at
like
you.
in the same way. I'm chilling too. Yeah.
Cold chilling.
So, Walt, you can tell me, Walt, you've been around. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead. You say
Oh,
you want
I
me
was
to
just
tell you
gonna
what happened?
say, Woke, you could tell me what happened because you've been around for a minute. So the way you explain it is, of course, it's gonna be different than True Zone because he kind of knew or whatever. But me, I know you've been around, and I know Barbie personality. So I'm not getting how the
Right.
conflict came about to where it got towards him putting his daughter on the screen. Like, what did he do to Barbie so bad that he had to cross those boundaries?
Exactly. So, uh, I always got a habit of saying something like, cause like Truth Zone say, I'm pretty rogue. Like I don't have YouTube friends. Like I don't have people like if you do something weird, I'm gonna call you out for it. It's nothing personal, but I'm still gonna joke on you about it. So, um, so when I see Bobby sometimes, and then sometimes I won't even say nothing, but sometimes when certain subjects come up, I'll be like, "Yeah, Bobby, but you had that punk on your show, nigga. So I see why you be talking." So it was one of those times when I was fucking with Bobby again, and I was like, "Yeah, Bobby, but you had the punk though. You know what I'm saying? You was sitting up there, you broke up with your other friends and you chose the punk over your friends, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing my normal shit where I'm fucking with him about that." And the first thing he did, because he don't have nothing on me, he don't have nothing to say against me. So instead of just saying, "Well, whoa, you did this," he'll try to get me to go at somebody else. So he was like, "Oh yeah, but what about your other homeboy? You ain't say none of them being on the panel." I was like, What you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Nah, they know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't saying that." I'm like, what you talking about? True Zone? So he was like, yeah, he'll tell you he was up there with Zay. You ain't say nothing to him. I said, bruh, him joining a panel that might have had the nigga on there has nothing to do with you having that nigga as a co-host. Like I beat that shit down immediately. Like, bruh, like even if he joined a panel and the nigga happened to be there, that's nothing compared to you being messy. Not only having him as a co-host, you was being messy with the nigga because the nigga was claiming that he had all this shit on all them niggas that used to be on panels together. And I told them niggas they shouldn't have been doing that. Like Key Norfolk, all them other niggas. And when it came down to it, we was sitting on Greedy Vegan channel waiting for this nigga to expose shit. Like Chrissy was going over that joint. She's like, I went to Zay channel and I told him he could come show it over here. We want to see what he got to show. Nigga never showed anything. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, bruh, like that's just even more wild that you up there with a faggy just being messy that's lying. You know what I'm saying? And then you still cool with the motherfucker? Like, now it's kind of giving off like y'all got some shit going on. But yeah, but back to that day, he basically just tried to throw Truth Zone under the bus and make it seem like Truth Zone is just as bad as a culprit as him just by joining the panel that had him on there. And I was like, bro, that's not the same. But Truth Zone caught what was going on, and he was just like, man, that's fucked up, Bobby. So he actually, like, when Bobby fired up alive, he went over to Bobby's channel to tell him, like, bro, like that wasn't cool, bro. Like, how you gonna try? Like, this man came and said something to you about your little relationship with Zay. Why you try to throw me under the bus? That was all it was. And then that shit got out of hand from there. You know what I'm saying? Because he just gonna continue to point the finger. He not gonna take accountability for the fact that that's what he do every time. Anytime you question him about the fag, he gonna ask you, well, why you fuck with this person? Well, why was this person at his channel? Well, why was this? And it's just boggling to me that the fag just sits back and lets Bobby play him like he do. Cause it's like when you not around, fag, he talk about you like you ain't shit. Like he put everybody else on you like that's bad that they talking to you. But you know what I'm saying? But when y'all together on the panel, that's your brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wild ass story. That's why I feel like they must have something going on outside of YouTube because like I don't get it. I don't get like if you gonna act like that's your brother and y'all cool when you on your channel, but when you outside of your channel and somebody brings it up, you want to make it seem like nah, that person was fucking with Zay. This person was fucking with Zay. Like, no, bro, you fuck with him. Why you don't own up to it? So that's what be making me feel like, bro, y'all guys like probably got some freaky shit going on. That's disgusting. But yeah, he tried to throw Truth Zone under the bus. Truth Zone spoke on it, and then that just led to him just being like, "Well, I'm gonna start making videos on Truth Zone," just because he brought up the fact that I did some fucked up shit. Cause Bobby would come over here and say, I only fuck with Truth Zone. That's the only person I fuck with over here. But then you gonna throw the only person that you fuck with under the bus, you clown ass nigga. So, Truth Zone just got his first dose of what Bobby is really like, cause he be trying to be neutral. And I was gonna say this to you, Truth Zone. You should not have said that you ain't had no problem with Zay and all that shit when you was up there. It wasn't for you to say that you did have a problem, because of course you don't have a problem. He didn't do anything to you. But when you was just like, yeah, I heard about the nigga, and then you was like, yeah, I don't got no problem with the nigga. And then when he was talking about when they tried to bring up all the niggas that fuck with Zay and shit like that, and then you was like, yeah, expose them niggas, expose. Bro, you shouldn't have did none of that. You should have just been like, yeah, I ain't with the you should have just kept it 100 and said, look, I ain't with the weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know you was on the panel, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just joined this panel. I ain't know you was up here, but yeah, I ain't really with that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? You should have just kept it like that. You could have been respectful, but I know you be, you kind of new to these YouTube streets and you be trying to keep it cordial, but you can't do that shit with everybody, bro. Like, a bunch of these motherfuckers is weirdos, bro. So you can't do that shit. You just gotta keep it. You gotta keep it how you gonna be, for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I say just be who you are and don't become who you hang with. You know what I mean? If you have a gay friend, there's nothing wrong with having a gay friend if you know
Right.
and you're secure in yourself that you're not gay. But if you act one way when you're around that friend and then you act another way when you're around another group of friends, then that means that you're not being yourself. So why try to crucify somebody else because they bring it up or they ask you a question? And what boundaries and standards and values and morals do you have when it comes to beefing with somebody that you're so happy about being cool with? So that tells me that he intentionally became cool with you just to have content of somebody to beef with later on.
Yeah, he do that. Cause the nigga be lonely, bro. The nigga stay like panel hopping and shit. Like, you got your own channel, you be going live on it. You claim you make beats and do music and all that shit, but soon as Psycho Live, Q Butter Live, all these different niggas and shit, that nigga name, Chris Harris. I can't stand that fucking lisp having ass niggas. But yeah, he go live, he panel hopping to that shit. Like, he just a goofy ass nigga that like be acting like he really need YouTube friends for real. And then at the moment that, like I said, the situation with Zay come up, he always side with Zay. And then now he gonna try to call you all these names. And I'm with you, Nami. Like, your sexual preference is not an issue. Like, I could have a friend right now that could be gay. Like, I don't think I do, but like I could but it could happen. But that's what they do behind closed doors. That's your actions behind closed doors. So who really gives a fuck, right? My thing is the fact that he is a nigga that tries to talk like a woman. Like that. Those type of people are insane to me. I don't want to talk to them. And that's what I used to tell them all the time. Like, even like a couple years ago when this shit like jumped off and shit, I was just like, bruh, like, I don't see how y'all be sitting up on a panel talking to a man that's talking like a woman, bruh. Like, it's nothing intellectual I can get from that type of person. I just think that that's an insane human being. So I just don't associate with those type of people.
Right. And I got the video. Like I said, I got that video of him talking about his private area to a cross dresser, bro. Under no circumstances you being a married man with son, my nigga. I'm talking to you as a man, Bobby, bro. Like I said, bro, I wish I talked to you as a man, bro. But you just you a joke, bro. You was a goddamn clown, nigga. Literally, bro. I seen you on live the other day, bro. A little 5-year-old little boy was clowning your ass, bro. You know, you just a clown where you from. You know, you were telling jokes and being a broke clown ass nigga, bro. You just a broke nigga, bro. That you ain't got no. And under no circumstances, bro, would I be on a fucking panel talking about my private area to another man, and then you telling the fag we got another tender dick nigga over here with us, saying we got us one.
Yeah, that was wild.
You heard that shit, bro?
Bro, I heard all of that shit. Once you sent me the link for the video and shit, nigga, I was bad. That's why I told you. I said, bro, go through all of that shit. There's a lot of shit in here that you need to clip, bro. That shit was crazy though. Like,
if he crossed the boundaries and he put your daughter up there and you didn't deserve for those boundaries to be crossed, it's up to you whether just to leave it alone because you know he a clown, or expose everything and show other people his character. You know what I mean? You keep on saying what you got or whatever. Don't keep waiting to put it all out there, expose who he is, and how he crosses boundaries, and then don't pay no attention to him after that. But by you hold it in and say, I got this and I got that, you just making him think that you like the entertainment that he does.
No, I don't like that degenerate that shit's degenerate over there, man. I don't like that shit's pure degeneracy, man, over there. I don't know what that shit's like trash. That's like black niggas say white trash. That shit's pure black trash over there. I don't know what that's black trailer trash over there, man. If that shit was a
And
thing.
let's put this in context. That them having that discussion was a part of a segment that they used to do all the time called Thirsty Thursdays, when you got the manual transmission kicking it off, telling y'all what it is, you're doing the whole intro to the joint, and then they just asking sexual questions and shit like that about each other. And that's that's wild as fuck. Because I remember when you was at that panel, even that nigga Tash was like, he was like, well, I ain't never heard Zay, on no LGBTQ talking about no sexual shit. I was like, you ain't heard Thirsty Thursdays then, nigga.
No, but
What you talking
hey,
about?
Bobby, if you listen to nigga, that nigga Q Butter told me, he said, man, them niggas over there said, no, we don't want no parts of that weird shit y'all got going on. He said, all three of y'all, he's like, you don't want no parts of that weird ass. Them niggas know this shit is weird, bro. You know this shit is weird, bro. And I agree with what you're saying, Nami. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Once I do drop, I'll probably drop this shit later on today. Once I drop it, I'll be done with it. I'm done with it after that. I'm done with it now. It's just I don't like the fact. Only thing that got me heated is he had my baby up there, man. That'll get a nigga killed in real life. That'll get you killed.
Right, when he cried about what Woke said. Woke said he spit on my kids, yeah, because you kept lying and saying that I laughed at your kids when I didn't. So if you want to keep bringing that up, then I'm gonna say, well, fuck them then. I spit on them. How about that? You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, if you against that shit, what real integrity is if you're against that, then you will not do it, no matter what happened. And Truth Zone didn't have to say shit about his kids, and that nigga put his kids up there. And it was when I joined his live and I was talking shit in the chat, and I was like, damn, man, you got the nigga kid up. No, I ain't even say nothing about the kid part. I was just talking about him being a gay ass nigga. And then he was like, yeah, but ask Truth Zone this. Why is his son standing effeminate like that? And I was like, damn, bro. So I thought you was against talking about people kids, bro. Why you talking about the nigga kids? And then right after that, he started playing your live again. And then he was like, damn, he got my daughter up there and blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's not even a boy, nigga. I was like, so you just misgendered the nigga. So you lied and said it was a boy to everybody. And you talking shit. So I'm like, bruh, like you just have no integrity. Like nothing you say can go. Like that's why I feel like now it's all hands on deck. Like, yeah, talk about his little ugly ass kids at this point. Like, fuck them little niggas, because that's what you do. That's what he do. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Like once you cross that line and show people that you're willing to go there, you can't say nothing about people who go there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't talk about somebody's mother, and then when they say something about your mother, you like, oh, you gonna talk about my mother now? Like, nigga, you open the door for that. So fuck that nigga.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you, Nami. Even if I don't really say shit, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. This shit's all is entertainment, man. And that nigga, that shit over there, that's some degenerate shit. Like I said, man. Like other than that, me being who I am, I still never bring a nigga's kids into it or his loved ones. Anybody that got to do with his real life. I know that nigga's Instagram, but I'll never go over there get the screenshots, pictures of his wife, his kids, his daughters. All that shit's weird to me, man. I wouldn't do that. It's like a nigga like him, I feel like he has to do that, to get likes, shares, and subscribers, because he's not a hustler in real life. A nigga like him, he don't hustle in real life. He sits in the house all day. These are facts. A nigga like him has no type of hustle a motivation to go get some paper, to build up something, to he can pass down, so he can pass down to his kids. This nigga's on YouTube building up a foundation with a cross dresser instead of building up a foundation with some. Instead of getting offline, building up a business with his wife. If you a man and you stand on integrity and you stand on morals and you stand on trying to leave something for the next generation, why are you online building with a cross dresser? You should be offline building something up with a business up with your wife, thinking of a business model
She the
to build with your
breadwinner.
wife. But
She the
you building
hustle.
a business,
That's why
you building up
he
fucking
be at
trash.
work while he be doing his fuck shit.
Yeah, man, you up online all day building up a trash community with a fucking cross dresser, bro. Think about that. And then you online having conversations about your private area to a cross dresser, bro. While your wife is at work
That was
making sure that the
wild.
bills is paid and that your kids eat at night, bro. I can't look at myself as a man if I'm on YouTube all day playing and critiquing another nigga's life instead of out here hustling and make sure my kids eat. I don't know how many kids he got. I think he got 6 kids. Bro, I got one biological kid, bro, and I be out here hustling like I got 10 kids.
Right.
I got one biological kid that's biologically mine, but I be out here hustling like I got 20 kids, bro. We ain't the same. We not the same, man.
Yeah, man, he always been, a hypocrite and a bitch ass nigga. Like the first time me and him went at it, because like I said, when him, Philly, and all the niggas he used to chill with, when they, separated and it was just Bobby and the fag, you know what I'm saying? I used to make fun of Bobby about the fact that, he broke up with his friends and chose the fag, you know what I'm saying? And then he would always just be like, but you won't say nothing to OG and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. I don't care that much, but it's still funny, bro, the way that, everything unfolded. So one day he was on Q Butter joint and they was having a discussion about LGBTQ shit. And I felt like Bobby was, siding more with the LGBTQ part of the conversation. So what I said in the chat was, that makes sense that Bobby would do that because his co-host was a punk. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. So niggas in the chat was like, for real, Bobby? Is this true, Bobby? For real? Because, niggas at Q Butter, they don't know what the fuck this nigga be doing on this channel. Next thing you know, this nigga say, oh, that's just because niggas like woke is the new sleep mad because that nigga got his phone number. I said, oh my God. So that's what you resort to, bro? First of all, produce that. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been saying little outlandish shit like that all the time, but you can't produce nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just so weak that you will resort to lying on me just to protect yourself from what is true about you. Like what they can literally go to your page and see, nigga. They can go to your page and see you with them. Why you couldn't just say like, nigga, fuck you, nigga. I ain't LGBTQ. Yeah, that was my co-host, but fuck you, woke. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But you gonna lie on me to try to cover your own tracks. So yeah, man, at that point, I did kind of feel like, yeah, fuck this nigga, it's war now, because he ain't got no integrity. He a bitch ass nigga. He a lying ass nigga. He messy, just like the fag. So it just let me know. And remember, I said that, Truth Zone. That was another thing that I said you should clip. Is that nigga lying? When I said, bruh, I was like, man, when I was over at Greedy Vegan channel and Chrissy was going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? She'd come over to y'all channel and just be like, look, y'all can come you can come show all the text messages, all that shit from the niggas that y'all was cool with before that you claiming was doing some freaky shit with Zay or talking some freaky shit with Zay. She was like, you can show it on Greedy channel. We don't care. We just want to know who was doing that shit. I'm like, hell yeah, show that shit. You know me. You know I'm about seeing the stupid shit. So I'm like, hell yeah, show that shit. He never showed anything. Remember, he was on this channel. I said, Bobby, that was the one thing, bro, where I felt like, bro, you just lost so many points. Because I was like, you sat up there being messy with a manual transmission, which is weird in itself. But then when the manual transmission never showed anything, you know what I'm saying? Remember what he said? Man, well, remember, he was like, this what happened, well, I told him not to. After I seen everything, and I was like, Bobby, I don't believe that shit. You know, these niggas who was talking about your kids and all that other shit, and you're about the entertainment and all that other shit, and then you just gonna tell him not to show anything. That's just because he didn't have shit, and that just showed that you just a weirdo, nigga. That you won't back up a fag that's lying on niggas. That's the worst part. Back up a faggy nigga lying.
This shit gonna be, bro. That's the only thing I'm saying is, man, this shit gonna be going on long after I'm done dealing with this nigga and him making videos about me. He gonna continue to have dealings with that thing he got over there. He's been doing this for years, so it ain't nothing new under the sun. This is the lifestyle nigga want to live, bro. He living the lifestyle he wants to live, nigga. But that's on him. More
Yeah,
power
that's the
to him.
thing. Just be honest though.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't throw
That's my only
everybody
thing
else under
about
the
like.
bus.
That's what I'm saying. That's my only thing, bro. Hey, nigga, if you want to live this lifestyle, just be honest about it, bro. Don't be pointing the finger at everybody. That's what niggas been telling you way before I came around. Hey, nigga, just be honest with yourself, my nigga. If you using your wife as a
Definitely,
front,
bro.
man, all this shit weird, man. Cause I ain't about this nigga, cause he double streaming my shit over on this panel, man. So I ain't about to keep talking about this nigga. This is what he looking for. He fishing for content. The nigga trying to rebrand himself. So this is.
Yeah, bro. So that's the shit where I draw the line at. It's like, bro, I don't care because what I'm saying, I don't have YouTube friends, so it's not like I'm like, Bobby, you disappointed me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? What you weirdos be doing, but why you gotta lie on people, bro, to try to protect yourself? That's the shit that's like, yeah, bro, you just like that. Now you deserve to get curb stomped now because you just a whole hoe. You're not even a man out here, bro. Like you lying on other niggas just so that you can try to protect your own self. But you keep going to go do it though. You keep fucking with the nigga. But every time somebody say, "Hey, bro, I saw you over on your channel talking about weird shit," but Philly did this. True Zone joined the panel that I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is you doing? just say if he's so stupid though. He doesn't realize that if he just owns up to it, it goes away. Like that's what niggas don't be realizing. Like, bro, if you just say, yeah, it is what it is. I fuck with Zay, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no freaky shit, but I fuck with the nigga. He cool with me. Fuck y'all niggas. If he just keep it like that every time, bro, I wouldn't say stuff. I honestly continue to say stuff because I know that it bothers him. That's the only reason I continue to say. If he always approached it like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, woke man. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, all right, bro. I'll be like, it's still weird as fuck. It don't change the fact that you weird as fuck in my eyes, but I would stop saying it because I'd be like, it don't even bother that nigga. Like that's what he want to do. But when he like the lying and deflecting shit, that let me know that you're uncomfortable, bruh, with what you're doing. So why do it,
And
man?
this,
Man,
that's what
some
I'm saying.
mental cases on here.
I would respect a nigga more if he just came out the class and said, "Hey man, this is what I'm doing. This is the lifestyle I'm living. Like all this deflecting shit you doing, bro." And then for you to go over there on Cuba's panel and say that you didn't have a conversation with that cross dresser about your private area, and you clearly did from this audio I
He
got.
did.
I'm about to drop soon as I end this live. I'm dropping that shit. And it's gonna let everybody hear it, bro, because you can't clean that up, bro. You can't come back. You want audio forever, nigga. That's just gonna be on YouTube forever of you telling a cross dresser that you circumcised, and then further elaborating on saying, "Hey, Zay, we got us another tender dick nigga." Why are you telling a fucking cross dresser that y'all got another tender dick nigga? Like y'all trying to have a threesome, bro. That's not a good look, bro. You a grown
Right. Like we got another one, Zay. I'm like, another one. What y'all? How many have y'all had over here?
Bro, you a
What
grown
the
man with
fuck?
a phone, my nigga, bro. Like, was your father around to tell you, "Hey, man, you don't be doing shit like that, bro"? What are you doing out here, bro? Like, nigga, I wasn't around when y'all was having those conversations 2 years ago, nigga. I wasn't even going live like that, nigga. While you like, matter of fact, it was me and Truth, the nigga. While you was on here having conversations about your private area with a cross dresser, I had a female co-host, bro. I wasn't indulging in all this weird shit you got going on, bro. So, like I said, even after we done having our contention, whatever you want to call it, this YouTube smoke, nigga, you gonna be doing this shit 2-3 years from now, bro. Just a fucking loser,
They
bro.
be mad at me because me and
Degenerate,
Zay
bro.
never had a "What's up, Zay" moment. I never had that moment. You know what I'm
They ain't
saying?
gonna.
Like I said,
They,
it's
they,
all it's
they,
been.
I
No,
was
you
gonna
got
say
it.
I was just gonna say, man, they the police, man. The nigga he seen that he had an aha moment. Oh yeah, I got troops on now. He was waiting on that. That nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He the type of nigga. If we in the room counting money, nigga, we got to put the money up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I never had a "What's up, Zay" moment. You know what I'm saying? Like from the first time that I ever got on a panel that he happened to be on, and it was similar to your situation. I didn't even know he was on there because Philly was doing a Zoom joint, and he had it set up the way, you know how sometimes on Zoom you can have it where you show all the names like StreamYard, or you can have it where the person who's talking, their name pops up. So it was just Bobby and another dude going back and forth talking about some education shit or something. And I just wanted to join the conversation, had a little pushback for what I heard Bobby say. So I get up on the joint and I was like, yeah, I just had a little pushback for what Bobby said. As soon as I started talking, Bobby cut me off. And I was like, man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. I just started talking. Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you hear everybody else because, you know, I was an op over there. So everybody else like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then I hear the faggot speak up. And I said, man, shut your gay ass up, nigga. You talk to them, nigga. Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know your bitch ass is up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because otherwise I wouldn't even get on the panel, because that was another thing. They used to let that nigga do too much. Like, all that making retarded ass Cardi B sounds and shit like that. Like, I don't want to fucking hear that shit from no man, bro. Like, that shit like nails on the chalkboard. So I just, like, I'll be out of them type of lives. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my first time ever speaking to the nigga was on some, man, shut your bitch ass up type shit. And then they was like, what you worried about a man's sexuality? I said, you know what? Y'all right. I shouldn't have said nothing about him being gay. I should have just said, I don't want to speak to an insane motherfucking man that talks like a woman. I don't know how y'all do it, but I don't want to do it.
And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that just came. Shout out to Truck Drop. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I'm saying all this shit weird, man. Like I said, as soon as I end this stream, I'm dropping the video. Since you like tagging niggas, Bobby, I'm tagging all your Pan-African brethren. Taz, Story, and all your niggas over there that you be, you know, congregate went over there. Them niggas think that you a stand-up nigga, that you some intellectual nigga. Wait till they hear this footage, nigga. You know, going into detail about, you know, your bro. I don't even want to keep talking about this shit, but nigga, I got you.
Yeah, bro. Just let the video speak for it. It's so weird. You don't even want to repeat it.
I don't want to repeat, but you picked the wrong nigga to troll, bro. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I'm just as much as a troll as you, nigga. When I go to that Pan-African community, nigga, I'm over there trolling like a motherfucker, nigga. So when I'm gonna remix this video so goddamn cold, nigga, it's gonna be irrefutable, nigga. You ain't gonna be able to say nothing against this shit. You're not gonna be able to say, hey, whoa, I didn't say, no, bro. I'm telling you, nigga, what? Wait, nigga, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tagging all you niggas. They gonna see it, bro. And then I'm gonna take it over there to them niggas. I told Q Butter, nigga, I'll pay you $50. Put this shit on the screen, nigga. I might up the antics to $100. Here you go $100, nigga. Put that shit on the screen. Let all these niggas know who this nigga is. This nigga a fruit cup. He's trying to hide in y'all community. He can't go to the Aboriginal community because he already been exiled.
They already know about him.
They already know about him. He can't go to Bap Channel.
We already know about him. Yeah, he know better.
He can't go nowhere.
That's why you ain't never seen him on smoke shit.
He can't go over there. There's nowhere he can go. Niggas know about him.
He know exactly what he gonna hit as soon as he hit that motherfucking chat room, nigga. Soon as he motherfucking hit the panel, nigga, the whole chat is gonna be on his head.
He definitely fucked up when he started coming after OG Philly. You know what I mean? OG Philly had a platform where anybody could come on and talk. They came over there trying to take over the show, trying to make it some shit that we was already going against. So, you know, it ain't no 3 strikes you out. It's 1 strike you out. When you go after a person that lets you be free to speak the way that you want to speak and be who you want to be, and then all of a sudden you attacking that person, you think that the people that's watching, you know, that support OG gonna support that, you know. So I thank you for letting me coming up. I don't really care about the mess, but I was just letting you know why I hadn't been coming to your channel, because I thought y'all were cool. I'm like, I'm not the person that come truth on, you know, this and that about a person, and you know, they this and you better watch it back this. That's not me. I'm gonna let you go through, grow through what you go through. Without my assistance, you'll see how that person is on your own. So, like I said, thank you for letting me coming up. If it was me, I would either expose it all and let it go, or just let it go and ignore. So,
that's what I'm
y'all have a great Friday, and you know, get that shit out of your system so he won't block whatever good you got coming to you.
For sure. And I appreciate you coming up, Nami, anytime.
Okay. See you later, Walk.
And Nami, 1 second. Yeah, shout out to the gorgeous Nami. 1 second, Nami, before you go, we're gonna do that one-on-one. As a matter of fact, you can come back over. We can just do a bit with everybody over here. You know, if you're down for that. And I appreciate you coming up.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Man, bro, I'm probably about to hop off in a second myself. But yeah, bro, I just had to come up there because yeah, I know she wanted, more clarity. You know me, I got one of the best memories on earth. For
Right.
real. Like I pride myself in how good of a memory I be having for shit, bro. So like, I remember everything. Yeah.
Hey, Texas.
And like I said, man, when I go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, hey Texas, you said you want me to release that audio, man. Hit my cash out, man. Man, hit that. I'm gonna put my cash up in the motherfucking chat, nigga. Hit that cash out, man. As soon as I gotta go pick up my check from up here. As soon as I get back, I'm gonna remix the shit, edit it, and I'm gonna drop it. I got you. I'm gonna release the shit before the day's over.
Man,
I'm tagging all
that
them niggas,
shit is crazy.
every last one of the Pan African niggas I see him on the panel with. I'm tagging all them niggas in it. Q Butter, all them niggas. I got something for you, but
Who gives a fuck? And you don't even gotta go to their channel and say nothing about it, bro. Just if you do it that way, bro, like they gonna watch it. They gonna look and be like, what the fuck is this? Oh, what the fuck? They gonna be interested. I don't care. They might not see Q Butter might not want to do it on the stage when we just, when they building on whatever they building on. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to interrupt the build and turn it into that. But you think he ain't gonna watch that motherfucking video? If you tag that nigga, hell yeah, he gonna watch that shit. Be like, man, oh, that shit wild. You know what I'm saying? Wild.
yeah, I got it. So
Yeah,
like I said, as soon as I get back, I'm gonna end this shit. I'm gonna put this shit on private because I know he over there streaming this shit. So if I put it on private, he can't stream it no more. Then I put it back up later. But I'm gonna get up and get my paper. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna remix this video, man. Fuck, nigga.
That's
Thanks
what's
for coming
up.
out, nigga, man.
Yeah, you know it, bro. You know it. Well, shit, I'm gonna holler at you, man. I'm gonna put some shit together and I'm gonna send it to your Instagram and shit.
All right, cool.
Motherfucking parlays, man. Parlay day.
Yeah, nigga, I almost hit last night, nigga. One of my parlays missed. I had a 5-leg parlay, bro, and the last one missed. I had a chance to cash out to get $100, bro, and I didn't cash out. And then I logged back in and said cash out, get $10. I said, man, I took the fucking phone and threw that motherfucker. I said, God damn.
Right, yeah, that's how I be. When I fuck up on the cash out and I be like, nah, I ain't take that shit. And then next thing you know, that shit be like, let's say I put up like 50, and then that shit go from 500 to maybe like 150. I'm like, oh, fuck that 150, nigga. That don't say 500.
Yeah.
So it said 500, man. What the fuck was I doing?
And I've been fucking with the baseball like how you be doing, because I be going back and seeing their records. Like if they beat them the last game, I was like, okay, they beat them, they blew them out. Clearly the last game, they gonna win this game. So I do a bunch of minus money and I do like 2+ money. And I had that shit last night.
Right.
Like one of them missed. I mean, I was sick to my stomach, bro. But yeah, put something together, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3-leg, probably because they got the little boost, and the max you can do on the boost is $50. So I'm gonna do a 3-leg, and with the little boost and shit, probably get you somewhere around like 500. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So I'm gonna put that shit together, and then I send it over to you. And they got boost for NBA too, so I'm gonna send all my shit over.
For sure. Appreciate that, man.
All right, bro. I'll holler at you.
All right, peace. Hey, there, Texas, man. You hit my cash up. Hey, look, everybody still listening, man. If y'all want me to drop this audio, and y'all want me to remix this shit and edit this shit, because I'm a king. I know I'm a king of editing videos, nigga. I'm cold with it. Like, as far as like editing videos, putting shit together like that, I'm cold with it, bro. I'm the king of trolling. Nigga shit, bro. I've been trolling niggas for years, bro. I put another homosexual nigga out of business, Rabbit Hole TV. I put that nigga out of business. That nigga quit making videos. So I don't mind putting a nigga out of business. And I see that you lost some subscribers too, Bobby, nigga. You was at 1.58. Now you down at 1.57, nigga. You done lost some subscribers on back of this shit too, fuck, nigga. So I'm looking to put you out of business, nigga. I'm gonna make it to where you can't go over there no more in that Pan-African community, bro. I'm telling you, nigga. I promise you, bro. I'm gonna make it to where you can't go on Sykes' panel no more, bro. Them niggas gonna look at you and disgust next time you go over there, bro. What I'm about to drop, this video I'm about to drop, nigga, they gonna look at you with disgust, bro. And I promise, nigga, you can post my baby moms, whatever. You can post me up on that damn screen how much as you want, nigga. That's not gonna affect me. But this shit that I'm about to drop, nigga, this shit's gonna affect your YouTube credibility. It's already in shambles anyway. But I'm gonna break the motherfucking glass, nigga. But after this, bro, after I drop this video today, bro, I'm done, bro. I put this on my dead granny, man. If I'm lying, I'm flying. After this, bro, after I drop this video, bro, I would never mention your name ever, 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 ever again, bro. You won't get no more attention from me, bro. But I'm out of here, man. Y'all be easy, man. I gotta go. I got shit I gotta do, man. I stayed on here longer than what I wanted to, man. I gotta go pick up my goddamn check. I did a goddamn job yesterday, and I ain't have time to go pick it up, man. I gotta go up here and pick my shit up, man. You know, I gotta go pick my daughter up from school and shit. But y'all be easy, man. Y'all be easy, man. Don't be greasy. I'm in the wind. I'm out, man. Get them likes up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Truck Driver. Shout out to Nami for coming up. Shout out to Woke. Shout out to Copper Tone. Shout out to Mind's Eye. Shout out to Quentin Emerson. Shout out to Roy and Loyal. Shout out Philly. Shout out Black Indian. Shout out Soapbox. Shout out Texas. Shout out Keys or Saze. Shout out who else in this motherfucker? Shout out A Note 54. Shout out Live and Learn. Oh, damn, the chat was busting today. Shout out see you stress in the building, even though you're on the other side over there, you still good. Shout out to everybody, man. Hope y'all have a prosperous day, man. Don't let toxic ass niggas, you know, yeah. Dixon. Yeah, Dixon. Yes, that's me. That's me, Texas. Yeah, you hit that cash up, man, and I'm gonna deliver, man. I'm a man of my word. Hit that cash up. I was gonna do it for free anyway, but nigga, hit that cash up, and I will deliver, bro. But I'm out, man. Yeah, hit like, share, and subscribe. I'm going. I'm in the wind. I'm out. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Texas. But I gotta get up out of here, man. I got shit I gotta do, man. I stayed on way longer than what I wanted to. I'm trying to make sure Texas got it right. Okay, I just did. Okay, I'll let you know. Yeah, I got it. Appreciate that, fam. Yeah, I'm about to drop it here. Look for it here in the next 3. I'll probably drop it. I'll drop it before the day end because I gotta edit it. I gotta put music on it. It's a lot I gotta do, but I'm gonna put it together, man. Y'all be easy. I'm gone. Appreciate you, man. Y'all be easy.